pushing out some more.
Copy.
I'm pretty deep, so yeah.
Much better visibility than yesterday.
I was going to say that, yep, for sure.
Okay, looks like you're lined up pretty good on 2.8. I'm going to come around to you, to your center screen here, and then we can head down together.
Sirius main HD looking down at 45-ish degrees.
Can you see how you got you set nicely at 280, but still it's wandering?
I'll
help us out. Yeah, thanks.
Give it a little nudge.
Thank you.
Come back to 280.
4.5 on the camera, copy that.
There we are.
We have some nice current blowing across us, which is great for keeping the tether out of our hair. That'll be good. Alright, that's pretty close. I'll keep coming, sidling starboard.
Copy that.
Okay, we can head down. Try to keep us at like 10 or 15 meters a minute. Don't let me get too far out of there.
Copy that.
And we'll watch for bottom. Coming down with you. Auto depth disengaged. Auto heading still in. Diving.
We've got bottom in both D2 sonars.
Awesome.
Descending at 15 meters per minute. I'll slow down just a tad, actually. There we are.
Catching up.
Good orientation, pilot. Looks good.
Bottom and multi-beam. Very nice now. Altitude 25.
Sirius heading is wanting to wander. I'll try to steady it.
Thank you. I think there's a little current pushing me to the port as well, so that doesn't help. I'll battle. You're still coming down. Good. Delta 20. I eased off for a hot minute.
Copy that.
Getting back on it.
Increase the winch speed just a tad.
Very good. Delta looking good. Altitude 20. A little bit of starboard way. Bottom in sight. Main HD. Looks pretty barren. Just some good nodules and rocks and sand.
Copy that.
Altitude 15, Delta 20. Tether looks good.
Nice descent.
Definitely a little starboard current. I'm gonna kill the oxygen just to blind us.
Let me know if you want any adjustment on Sirius lighting.
Okay, that's good for now. Okay, where are we putting bottom? 3795. So, yeah, I think stop when we get altitude 20 for now, because you're a little deeper. See how that looks.
Copy that.
Or pretty much 4 meters off. Yeah, give yourself another 10 meters maybe. We don't want to go below 15, right? But
yep, somewhere between 15 and 20 sounds good to me.
okay, tilting up. Bottom in sight. Okay, a little out of focus, but video will get on that soon.
I'm about 20 meters from the bottom. Would you like me to adjust my camera?
No, that looks good.
Copy that.
I have a couple more meters to get bottom here. Altitude 13. Or Delta 15 now. It's going to line up nicely. Just sneaking into the bottom here.
Copy that. Sirius coming down to about 18 meters off the...
Video, can you help us out, please? Roland. Thanks, buddy.
Bridge, this is ROV nav. Yeah, I just want to let you know the ROVs are currently on the bottom.
We're on
The depth
bottom.
is 3,800 meters.
A couple adjustments here so we can see what's going on. Sweet.
And we're on a seamount. It has about a 45-degree slope. Nothing too much. But to drive away from the slope, we'd like a bailout of about 130, bearing 130. Good copy, Bridge.
Feels something strange about HD2 because I'm running at 6 and 9 dB gain with max iris there.
That looks HD2. It looks like it's
Well, I'm running a 9 dB gain. That should be 0 dB gain at this point.
okay. Interesting.
1 is good.
Okay. All right. Let's see how this C bias looks before we get too carried away. But looks like might have some opportunities for collection over here right off the bat. I know that was a priority. More stuff behind us. I might back up a little just to show what's going on.
Yeah, and Copilot, when you get situated there, if we can, I can see
Just
the
kind of push on the bottom and
terrain
see if
below
this
us, which is
is
awesome.
pretty encrusted or if these are nodules. Quick.
If we maybe
Just give it
can
a little
turn
nudge.
off these Sirius lights just to see how much the ROV it lights the surrounding area.
Absolutely. That's good.
Yeah, let's turn them all off and just start from there.
Yeah, so all these little possible loose-looking rocks are pretty well cemented down. So we'll have to go over to that little... Oh, well, wait, some of this might be... Well, we've got some loose stuff going on here. Not... I try to find something that's not encrusting. We'll probably get more info. Other stuff. I'm going to push over to this. How much tether do we have? We got room to push over here and check this out? Yeah.
Do you want to put your Manizus up to try to optimize the blue view? We can zoom it in.
Sure. Coming up.
You get a good zoom on that once he's, I don't know, is 45 good? I guess we're learning.
There you go. There's the rocks. You can see them
Yeah.
out there. Just get them in view on the blue view.
Nice.
Or on the mini
Cool.
views.
Can we tilt the Sirius camera up to put the ROV in the lower portion
Oh
of the
yeah,
screen?
we can see really far.
Yeah, you can come left too to get it, keep me in view. I think we need a little ship move to reach this rubble pile.
Yeah, if Sirius gets lined up, we'll do a ship move.
Copilot, what I'm trying to do is just see how far we can see into
Maybe,
ahead of
20
the
meters?
ROV with the ROV's lighting.
Yeah,
Then we'll
that's
have
good.
you deploy all the lights on the ROV.
20 meters, bearing
Yeah, we're
270.
deploy swing arms whenever. 20 meters to, yeah, 70. That's fine. To, yeah, looks good.
Bridge nav. Yeah, we'd like a ship move, please. 20 meters, bearing 270 degrees, speed 0.2 knots.
And now if we can deploy the ROV's
Good copy, Bridge.
arms when pilot's comfortable.
Yep. Go ahead. Okay, so C bias needs to be a little higher. I've lost 0.2 over the last couple minutes.
What's it at?
It was at 31. I've just bumped it to 31.5.
Nice.
if you're not at pressure, you're already spun up a little. I mean, we can see if it makes a change. Keep your input the same. Yeah. It's really pressure-based more than flow-based at that point.
Co-pilot, I'm going to zoom in on Sirius to get a crisp focus.
Ship moves underway. Very nice. Whoa.
I'm going to leave you partially zoomed in as you're deploying those. Yeah, whatever gives most distance view of the light.
Yeah, level or a little up from level. Just keep them up safe as we're on these bottoms. When you're on a flat bottom, you can go all the way down, but I think we expect some terrain today. But if you feel like it'll help with some of the shadowing, you can always tow them down. Just remember to bring them back. And I have a really good view in these two cameras now, so. Fully inboard. Okay. I would leave them outboard. We don't need to. Do we tow them in normally? I think
No, fully outboard.
Yeah.
Especially if with the shilling and all.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying not to get too much light focused right here in the middle. We're trying to spread it out to the peripheral. An even pool.
Now, pilot.
So Cirrus should be moving in soon. I believe it just started.
Okay. I see I'm at the end of my leash. Go ahead, video.
Pilot, what is your altitude at the moment?
Go ahead, Bridge. Copy that, Bridge.
In the back, 0.9. Up front, maybe 0.7.
Okay. And is your camera at horizontal?
Nah, 16, negative 16.
Can we see what it looks like at horizontal, and then just for the light dispersal on Sirius, just have you increase an additional meter? Or just
for a couple of minutes, it's going to look like a whole lot of nothing from here.
Yeah.
But, okay, coming up an additional meter from 0.9 to 1.9.
So I can see a
1.1.
I can see a coral.
These rocks look pretty encrusted as far as grabbing one.
In both Sirius and
but maybe at the base of a fractured one, there's a piece.
Hoping.
Yeah.
7, 8.
You see the coral in both views.
Okay, I'm up 1.9, 1 meter off the bottom now, or 2 meters off the bottom now.
And can you see the coral in both views now?
In the back there, that tall one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not asking you for the target. I'm just asking you notice how that has come into view. I'm still not getting the correct lighting as I would expect on HD2.
Okay. We're up pretty high up the bottom still. It might get better as we get closer. Decimal, we usually fly at 0.2 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. Can we get full intensity?
Oh, yeah. Bring all those up for sure. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't know those were not all the way up.
Oh, that definitely lights up Sirius's view.
Good catch, co-pilot.
And can we tilt the HD up to put the ROV at the bottom, just for see how far the camera's viewing?
Okay. A little bit of this, but then we're going to do our normal track, like as if we acquired bottom, and it's a real dive. The testing is okay.
Okay. All right. Video's cleared for test. Well, actually, a couple more tests. If you could bring on your starboard main on Sirius. And that's bringing on the port. Okay, and then lose that one and bring on the main. Yeah, center. And then let's bring on both the port and the starboard without the main.
Co-pilot, our valve packs
And
disengaged.
bring on your main.
Excellent. Good job.
And now bring on the main. And then one last thing, let's bring off the port and starboard.
As long as we're here. Try auto XY real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, now bring those back on. A little bit indeterminate which is better with those last ones on or off. I'll let you guys make a judgment call at this point.
Seems to be drifting with the current a little bit.
Yeah, you seem to be moving port and back.
See, compare what you
Do you want to go to your sensor page and see?
And then power it up and see how much you can see that coral.
Sensors.
So you got 0.01 starboard, minus 0.01 starboard.
For the acceleration?
I was looking at
Oh,
the beams, yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Starboard velocity? Yeah.
yeah. So it knows you have one.
0.01 what?
I don't know.
Okay. That's interesting. Oh, they add an offset. Got it. For being in the vehicle. I see.
I'm going to zoom in on Sirius for a focus.
Okay.
All right, another minute of camera and DVL testing, then we'll look for a rock.
Copy. Yeah, we did land in a spot that seems good. You're good,
Yeah.
right, video?
Yes,
Or do
video.
you have more that you're doing?
No, we're just doing a focus check.
Sorry, not hearing you.
Sorry about it. We're just doing a focus check.
Okay, sounds good. I'll wait a second. Yeah, so that coral's in the middle. Auto XY's holding. It seems okay
Video's
right
clear.
now. Should we just pull the hose out real quick and do that test now?
Sure.
Since we're sitting here. Okay.
I think depending on how you
Drugs
guys
are
are
up.
operating, if you can keep the vehicle at the lower
I'm going to take
end
the
of
minis just down for a little
the
bit.
bottom of
I
your
know you guys are
screen,
multi-beaming.
then I can light more of the outer area.
What's your preference? Or what are you asking? For me, it's whatever video likes.
Yeah, so what we were contemplating was tilting the camera up to keep the ROV at the bottom edge of the screen, and then I can light more of the upper area.
Okay. Yeah.
So at this point, I would probably request the Sirius lights off.
Okay.
Maybe one on this
Just
port
going to
side.
fire up and see if the XY drops out. Okay, co-pilot, here's the test. We're watching this coral out in the distance. See how it's pretty centered nicely? We're watching that. I'm going to pull this out. We're going to see if my autos drop out or if we drift a whole bunch or what happens. I'm just going to pull the hose out past the DVL and put it back. Sound good? Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's go with the
live.
starboard and not the port. Yeah, I think that gives us better.
Closing slowly, see if we're in the right spot here. Looks about right. Good grip. Okay, you can, I'm indexed out, so I can just do it here, draw in.
Oh, you go to sensors page and watch the DVL co-pilot. D2 sensors, to see if the beam velocity's changed at all or anything.
Got it. ROV sensors. You want to be able to see it there.
Cool.
Okay. And then, so I have it in the grip. Drawers in. Pulling it out. Gently. Watching for the tape. Although we're well past the DVL now, right?
Yeah, might as well go out all the way just for
testing sakes.
Do you have your camera tilted to see your tape where you expect it?
Yes. Well, I have a manip cam looking at it.
Okay.
Oh, my wrist won't go up. See this?
Yeah.
For some reason I have lift wrist down. My wrist up isn't working. It's as if I'm against a hard stop as far as the wrist is considered. Wrist.
Yeah, it
says
thinks you are.
It thinks I'm all the way around this way.
Oh, you are. You're all the way down. Wrist pitch. Yeah.
So look, if I index, actually I can feel the force feedback. I'm fighting the force feedback. It won't go up.
Oh. Well, let's. Well, we did our DVL test. We could stow the hose and then play with that, maybe.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the way this is. Oh. Did you just do something? The wrist just relaxed. Give it a second, see? No, I still can't push it up. Do I have down? Now oh, wait. Something is very wrong with the wrist right now. I'm going to put this away. Oh, there goes wrist up.
Yeah. Maybe it was the force feedback or something. I don't know.
Fighting what?
So to stow the hose, you have to get it in a little and then draw out, right?
Yeah, I got to get back to where I was here. Wrist is acting strange. There we go. Okay. You're back.
Or you don't put it all the way until you draw out, right?
Yeah, so this is where I made
gotcha.
a mental note where I was.
Gotcha.
When we draw out, it'll end up in the same spot.
I haven't done it in 2 years, so.
So I end there, and then I just draw to the hand slowly.
So you just can't go all the way.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, tricky.
Just up. And then let it go.
Nice.
And then I'm going to come out here and test the wrist and see what was going on. Oh, maybe? You know what it was? Force feedback number 3.
The hose was too hard, yeah.
The hose was too hard. Interesting. Force feedback 3 isn't enough for the hose.
You had the hose really far out.
Well, the yellow tape.
Yeah,
see it
not
yet?
quite to the yellow tape, yeah. But
Okay. All right. Well, the arm's okay. Just
yeah.
guess a force feedback 3. I thought we could run the hose at 3, but I guess not. I'll set it to 5 or 6 so people don't have that later. Should we double check it? Or is that good enough, you think?
Oh, that's probably good.
Okay. All right, we can stow the drawer. Actually, can you rock box left first before you stow the drawer? Because it gets stuck on the other side of the shilling. I want to fix that. Port side inboard, sorry. Wing inboard on the port side. Yeah, thanks. Just fix the lid. And then, now that it's all the way in, you can try close. Oh, yeah. All the way in, yeah. And then close the drawer slow, watch the shilling. Go as far in as you can so I can have the best reach, and we'll close the drawer real quick. Drawer in is this little trigger here. You just pull it towards you to bring the drawer in and go really slow and make sure we don't bash that lid into the shilling. And if we need to pick the shilling up out of the way, we can, but if you go nice and slow, it'll be okay. Right there. That's probably, well, it's hard to tell. I think that's going to swing well. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can reach it here.
You can go in a little more if you can.
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, stow the arm. And we'll get back to business here. No, we can stow the drawer fully and put the rock box back out. Thank you. Yeah, Z-bias or auto XY held for all of that. Altitude held for all of that.
Yeah?
It held pretty good. I could have like sampled that coral with that, I think.
I think so. It drifted for about a minute or 30 seconds. And then it got solid, yeah.
It actually like and then regained a little too because that coral was getting over this way and then it came back. So kind of found its way home. Thank you.
All right.
Great. Definitely valve packs, yeah. We can keep the HPU up. I think we'll be using it shortly. Coming out of auto altitude and auto XY and auto heading.
So pilot, you ready to look for a rock?
Yep.
Okay, I'll let...
Decreasing altitude.
Who's back there? Bat.
Okay, maybe a little later. Yeah. I'm going to make a little progress today.
We can't see the tether now in Sirius Cam. I think we should have at least one light on, because that's one of the main jobs of Sirius. I just want to see the tether. Yeah, there's the tether.
Swap out lights as needed.
Oh, here's a couple little fallen pieces over here. Great.
Watch lead nav. Survey 2 nav. Survey 1 nav.
Does it look hot to you? Thanks.
What? Okay. Hey, watch lead. We're looking for a rock now to sample. Casey had wanted a heads up.
As we investigate the area here, follow me around. Don't let me get too far off track, but kind of good. Just let me know if you make any big heading changes so I have it in the back of my head. Thanks. Great. Awesome.
So we're usually looking for an angular piece that just broke off.
Yeah, I saw all these. I was hoping something nearby. I thought these two in the shadows was...
Oh, you put your lasers on? Yep. How big is that one center screen? It's probably attached.
Big one centered screen.
I think it's actually fully attached. Yeah, when you were further away. No, below the lasers. It's a little big, and I think it's attached.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen anything that looked loose yet in this general vicinity, but it does kind of loop all around here so you can get a good scan of all of it. Some of these nodules are loose, so it's not a broken off piece, but if push comes to shove later, we could pick something like that.
Which one? Oh, it's also big. We go for like maybe 1.5 times the laser width.
Thank you. Perfect.
Co-pilot, can we turn on the CP starboard
Here.
lights?
Not see anything obvious. There's like again, there's some droppings here, but I don't think they're what they're looking for. Kind of small. Okay, I'll push out to that field in the back there.
Okay.
You guys see something here in the immediate view? It looks obvious, or even potentially loose.
This is much better terrain than yesterday, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Well, at least more interesting.
Well, as you get out there, I'll call in another, not now, but in a minute, I'll call another ship move.
Okay.
Maybe once you get centered and stretched out.
Sounds good, yeah. Yeah, we can. We'll do a little, I can do like there. How's that sound? I am using it as well to hunt. Okay. Unless the tether looks bad, I think you're okay.
This looks more promising, maybe.
I mean, there's some domed guys that might be loose, but they're probably not, and they're not broken off recently.
Yeah, it's like an auto iris thing going on or something.
This camera is unhappy, huh?
Yeah, I noted that. It's been doing that since we got to the bottom.
I did not see that.
Yeah, pipe up if anybody sees anything. I'm just scanning along. I'll go if I see something. Okay. Ooh, here's some debris. Possibly. I think one of these little nodules might be loose in there, or they all look cemented down.
Yeah, if you see anything really visually striking too, we could do a zoom.
Okay. Why don't we take in a partial on some of these rocks and see if anybody looks. Sometimes once you zoom in, you kind of can tell.
Yeah.
Ready to zoom when you are.
Yep, go ahead. Just going to do a partial and scan like that. That one is kind of small.
Yeah.
This guy back here, is that 1 or 2? That's 2 back there, huh? Also small.
That one below the lasers looks attached.
Yeah, that was the one I was hoping, but it does look attached. Okay.
Want to go back
Okay.
wide?
I don't know, do you want to see a little sea stars hanging onto a stalk?
Definitely.
I think Carl saw that and got intrigued, so
See,
get it from him.
You going to do that with a sit down, or you going to do that with your autos?
I'm sitting.
That was really smooth zooming. Roland's been practicing.
Yeah. Adjusting my zoom and focus speeds here.
What's interesting is now we have those fog lights on a dimmer, so we could try like slightly bringing them on some of these.
Oh, the lights are actually off at the moment? The
Yeah,
fog?
fog lights are off.
Let's try bringing them on. Let's see what it looks like.
Let's do it in steps. Like, you know. Okay.
Mm.
Tell us when you like it, video.
Yeah, I'm not yet seeing a difference on my scopes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming up very slow steps.
5% at a time.
Since I was watching my scope visually, I didn't see a big difference.
Yeah, it's up at the top range. You can see the brightness of the fogs between the toes, and it's up there, so it's not highly affected by that. The fogs are pointing down here. Like, that's where the fog heat is, roughly. Let's see, that guy's in fog heat, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Is that them actually bouncing off the Zeus shroud?
Yes.
So they're not really fogs, they're more like...
High beams, yeah.
Yeah.
We call them fogs for some reason, but high beams makes more sense.
The swing arms are really the fog lights.
Yes.
Okay, let's turn them off, see how it changes.
Okay.
Yep, definitely brightens it up. Didn't notice a big color change this time, just lightening up the bottom.
CRI 90, man.
Yep, good.
Cool.
Okay, well I'm thinking if you center up, if we don't see a bunch of loose rocks, we can do another 20.
Yeah.
Who knows what's ahead?
I think, yeah. What's the track? What do you want to head to?
Just uphill, which is roughly roughly 300. You think a little to starboard?
You could lift off about a meter
Or
Sirius to give you a further view.
I see. Say it again?
So if you increase altitude by a meter or two, Sirius can maybe give you a wider view. Maybe also check your sonar, see if it finds any interesting targets.
Yeah, well, I think we have a lot of interesting terrain. We're trying to find a little broken rock.
Sure.
Try to stay close.
Yeah, the general terrain is 310, Sirius is 300. I think this is good.
Okay, yeah, take it away.
All right, you want another 20?
Yeah, unless anything right.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I'll start writing it down.
Okay.
I think I see some cracked rocks on the top left of that squat
Okay.
lobster.
Yeah, we'll head that way then. Go ahead with the move, I think. Stretched out.
Go ahead, survey one.
Are you doing 300 for the move? I think he's doing 300. Okay. Thanks. We'll listen closely and adjust.
Oh no, yeah. I had called to Matt. We are actively looking for a rock or biosamples if you see anything. Everything here. So yes, we welcome any input. Around here, everything looks cemented. So kind of looking for cracked rock. But the biology is getting interesting.
Go ahead, survey one. Yep. Okay, sounds good.
Survey 1, this is video. When appropriate, if you could trigger OKEX for transmission.
Okay.
Oh yeah, are we supposed to be talking on OKEX or anything?
I'm on EXRV.
No, but it's now that we have people acting as science in the back, we will be on the EXRV and they will be on the OKEX.
Coffee video. Yeah, I'm on EXRV. Okay, pilot. I'll get that ship moving.
Great. Yeah, I think so.
2-0 or 3-0?
Yeah, 3-0 is fine.
3? Okay.
Roland thought some of these might be cracked, but they're definitely cemented, so we can keep going.
Bridge ROV nav. Yeah, I'd like to request a ship move. 30 meters, bearing 300 degrees, speed 0.2 knots. Good copy, Bridge.
Pilot, this is video.
Go ahead, video.
So your port manip is flickering, and we just checked the signals in the back, and it's coming in that way. We were wondering if you could have a power cycle.
Yeah, we can power cycle
Might
it.
address the
Might
issue.
be.
I can get that for you, pilot. Unless you got it.
Utility cam. Port. And then, yeah, it might be a fiber level too, so we'll do this. If it doesn't come back, then if Bobby's listening out there, he might help us get the fiber level on that back on.
We did test into the other DACs, and it was doing the same. So
Can you have a look at the rattler and see how many red dots are coming?
sure.
Bobby, you want to come look at our port utility rattler and see how much power we're getting? Otherwise, we can have... Bobby, can you hear me now? Okay. We also have Doros here. He can look if you're not.
Nav, co-pilot, what was the bearing of that last ship move?
300.
Copy, 300, thank you.
Zoom coral. See what this guy looks like. Thanks for doing a move, and I'm stretched a little. Okay. Are you tied up now? Or do you want to see this coral a little bit closer? Intrigued?
I'm intrigued.
Let's see. Let's see what you got. Oh, something is hanging out on there. Two things. A couple associates.
So the ship is underway. Sear should start moving in a minute.
Copy that. Thank you.
That time I was able to track the focus with the zoom. Let's max
Polyps
zoom.
down. Couple of open ones. Go ahead, survey one.
Hey, would you be able to zoom down onto that little worm?
the yellow worm on this coral?
Yes, please.
I have the ability to tilt.
Thank you. And if we could get a close-up look at that, that's a good example of a coral predator.
That is maximum zoom.
Maximum zoom on the coral predator. I can get physically closer. This isn't enough info.
Up to you guys. I'm just trying to give you a challenge.
Great.
Wait, how did we lose the tether again?
Try the other light.
Lighting is
you all in?
consistent.
Oh, it has. Tether just moved.
All right,
I
so
don't know
try
if the video
and-
lighting changed or not.
Good visual on the tether up to the
Okay.
end of the screen.
Yeah, I'm watching it in the Titan cam as well. Carl.
Okay.
Got a pretty good view in D2F now too.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I've got full view of the tether in Titan.
Copy.
Nice work.
Oh, there, the tether's coming out now.
Awesome. Thanks, Roland.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
Sirius seems to be moving. I'll go rock hunting. Shout into this field here, see what we got.
I believe I'm starting to feel the move here, pilot.
Okay, copy that. I agree.
Yeah, if we find something really recognizable, we can try to find it in your sonar to verify that direction. So far, it's just been rubble.
Yeah, like something jutting out or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
but just in the next couple hours.
There's some like sheared faces, but
Yeah, those look promising.
nothing below it, unfortunately. Take a little partial on this nodule, Roland. Come in partial. What do you think of that guy?
Which one?
Oh, he's just like never mind, he's just a bulbous. Thought it was resting against it like it'd come off right there. Alright, good. Thanks, Roland. I got a little antsy. Oh, there's something fun in the top right. That field looks promising, but so have a lot of them, so. Okay, I'll investigate out towards the port while we wait for Sirius.
Slowly catching up.
Thanks. I'm gonna sidle to this left side of your screen.
Copy that, pilot.
The rock hunt continues.
Looks like that one that's lower left of the lasers, maybe a target.
Just under the lasers now.
Yeah.
Come in partial.
Looks a little cleaner. Do you want to nudge it with your skid?
No,
No, it's
under
pretty
me.
Oh, I see some. Yeah.
cemented.
Yeah. Thanks, video.
There's a cool looking sponge down there.
Oh yeah. Something like Oh, it's just a shadow, but yeah, still cool looking.
We could zoom on that sponge against the black rock.
Yeah, bringing it in.
There's a few down there.
And against the rock. I'm going to come around back to my starboard. Get some video, come on in. How much to tow?
Partial.
Didn't expect that to be sentimented.
Copy that, Bridge.
Let that clear for a second. Can leave it partial.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
Permission to zoom in on Sirius?
Yep.
Go ahead.
As long as Copilot's okay with it.
I'll adjust my heading temporarily.
Okay, scene is clearing. I'll come back over and get it in view. Picking up, pushing in.
Looks
Yeah, so
good,
you have a
Roland.
couple different types of sponges there. You got some glass sponges and 2 different types of glass sponges,
Yeah,
maybe
let's,
even
kick
3,
on what you guys are calling your
depending
fog
on where
lights.
in the frame you're looking.
Stand by.
And then you've got some other sponges
Fogs
there
coming
as
on.
well, a couple barnacles,
Very bright.
a couple really, really small baby sponges.
Okay. Alright, video. You're taking it, good.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. A lot of times with these types of sponges, we see them, they're more 3D shaped. This one is pretty flat, which is pretty interesting.
Okay. Getting my focus and pulling out. Pulling out on Sirius.
Okay.
Copy that.
Yep. Yeah, I don't have any expertise on what samples are good for biology, so if that looks good, we're happy to take it.
Sirius is full wide.
I wonder
this
if you
video.
could scrape it off with the suction.
Sure. Yeah, we can
Fog
do that.
lights off.
So in general,
Fogs up.
sponges in the deep sea are relatively undersampled. So there always are requests for sponges whenever we are out here in the deep sea, and this place has quite a few of these very interesting sponges. So getting a sample here would be great.
Great.
That rock in the bottom right next to your toe looks like it may be coated with something. Maybe that round rock is loose.
Yeah, it's definitely matted and matted with something. We'll get to there next. It's kind of small for the jaws, but we can get a zoom in a minute.
So, Copilot, as we do
Might
this,
have also rubbed it with my skin.
keep an eye on your delta. Sirius is going to start coming over D2 a bit.
Yep, copy that. Been watching the ground,
Nice.
trying to keep about an 18 meter off the ground level.
Yeah, so that was my note for landing, but now that we're in formation, you just based on D2.
Yeah,
Like far away, 13 or 14 is okay. Once you get close, you might go to 18 or 20 or
Yep.
something.
copy that. Keeping relatively between 30 and 45 degree camera angle on you as well.
Sweet. Thanks. Okay.
Can we lose the Sirius starboard lights?
We can try to do that and see if the tether stays lit and work. Works for me.
Get a little perch here.
Do you think you'll be able to open the drawer?
I thought I'd go right over. You think that's not quite?
You can try.
Just come up a little. Put my, I don't know if I can reach down, but come up and land on this little nodule instead of in front of it.
Bring on the fog lights.
Say again, video.
Bring on the fog lights.
Copy that. So they are on at minimum intensity. I can't turn them off without turning the
Yep.
auxiliary and
Bring 'em.
suction off, but I'll bring up the intensity.
There you go. Now we can see what he's going for.
Are you going to have Copilot run the suction pump?
Oh yeah.
Copilot, are you familiar with the suction pump?
A little familiar. It would be good to walk through it.
We'll chat.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I think
You can actually see the string in the minute cam. But if you turn it on high, it could dislodge the pilot, so don't wait for him to talk you through it. It is a little thruster.
Copy that.
Okay.
Come on a little over the top of you here, pilot. Looking down 45 degrees.
Right? Yeah, so keep coming up as you get close like that. Give us a little bit of room to breathe between us now that you're over top. You know, like when you're far away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This fine.
I got you.
Yeah, okay, great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pretty delicate perch. Might open the drawer, get the hose, and then land a little more secure than this. I'll get a little more scrape action if we need it. See how it goes. Thanks, Bobby. So I'm hoping not to use too much suction to get this off. I'm hoping to kind of get it in the hose most of the way and scrape it off with a very light suction. And once it breaks free, let the suction just bring it in rather than try to break it off the wall with suction.
Sounds good.
Less likely to tear it up. And then we'll want to get to the correct sampling bucket.
Copy that. Which bucket would you like to use?
Number 5, I think, is the only one with the filter, so we'll do 5.
Copy that.
Oh, we want the filter? I bet it's...
Think it's good enough to just go with holes?
As long as John turns it off.
Yeah.
Turns off. What would you like me to turn off?
Suction sampler.
It's up to you, pilot.
So we'll run you through the tutorial on a suction.
Can we get some lasers on that?
Yeah. Oh, we both did it. Go ahead.
Lasers on?
I wish I had a laser button. I could have canceled you two out.
Yeah, so here's the suction.
Yep.
To turn it on and off, you're pushing the actual knob. So feedback or RPM command, that's your selection. So you can see it moving on yours as I twist.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, we'll have a pretty delicate.
Really low.
So, 300 or 200, somewhere in there, I think is a light suction.
What does it go up to? What's the range?
1200.
1200. Copy.
Yeah. So then you can set an RPM. This is the best way to run it, actually. You want to set
And
your
then
RPM.
turn it on.
And then you just push down on the knob to turn it on. Once we have, and the hose is nice and clear, or the end effector is nice and clear. So once you see it kind of go into the end effector and start going through the hose, then you start watching your bucket cam. On that suction rosette camera over here, as soon as you see the sponge come popping out in, you want to push the button and make so it doesn't suck it into the mesh and cause damage.
Copy that.
Carl was saying it's a pretty big object. Those little holes are good enough that if you turn it off in time, it won't try to suck a sponge right through the holes, especially if we're using delicate suction, and save the filter for something else.
Okay.
So it's up to you how you feel about it. You can do a practice section and stop. You can just push it on, push it off right now and see what it feels like. But
sounds good.
It's pretty easy.
And do we still need it? We also need to enable suction here, right?
Nope.
No?
No, so that and the button do the same thing.
Okay, copy.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
So, and then you have the rosette in here too, which you had pulled up for a while. But if you hit the D2 drawer, the actual little button here, it gives you your suction or your rosette cans.
Yep. And which would you like to try? Non-filtered can?
It's up to you. You're the one.
I'm willing to try that.
Okay.
John likes to live dangerously.
Go ahead, survey.
I do.
That was what we were thinking, but anything is okay. Yeah. Okay, well, I think our suction sampler's less or more delicate than the grips are, so I think we're hopefully doing the right thing here, but we'll try our best. If it ends up being a little big, we could hold it with the suction sampler and just drop it in a box. But I think sizes are deceptive out here. Hopefully, we're about right.
Be advised that I'm looking down at you, pilot, 73 degrees.
73. Thank you.
Is the vehicle still moving, or
we've been stable for a while?
Down?
Yeah, we've been stable for a long time, yeah.
I think we're settling.
But if Copilot, before we start, if you come up to like 18 and center them in your screen, then you can be hands off for a while, and I'll keep an eye on it.
Copy that, thank you. Yeah, we're close to 18. Right?
Yeah, that looks great.
Copy that. Gonna bring the camera down, centering.
Perfect.
We'll keep an eye there.
Okay, checking hydraulics. Spun up, looks good. Okay, so again with the suction sampler, we need to draw out. If you go really fast with the drawer, you might knock my perch, so try to be delicate.
Copy that.
I think the plan is I'm going to reach out, grab it, you're going to draw in. We'll see if I can reach and how it looks, but I might readjust once I have the suction sampler in my hand. And I'm on grip force 5 now, so
copy that.
Should be better, but I'll test it before we go in there.
Okay, job pack's coming online.
Thanks.
Ready for draw out?
Yep.
Copy that. Stand by.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm going to give you a nice and slow drawer here.
Great. And Sean told me the target is, see in this manip cam, see the grip?
Mm-hmm.
See the bottom of the drawer?
Mm-hmm.
Just line it up so the grip ends up just past that. Like there. That way when the fingers swing through to grab it, you don't get hung up on the drawer.
That sounds good.
So, can come out a smidge more maybe. It's hard to tell, but give me a little extra room.
Yeah, I'll give you just another couple inches here.
Perfect. Nice work. Thank you.
I'm going to take over
Problem. Arm is live. Indexing. Okay, getting into position. Oh, can we kill the fog lights?
Fog lights coming down.
I was wondering what was looking strange. Thank you. Perfect.
And do you want HD2 adjusted for your imagery?
I'm using my minute cams. I think we'll want it out there when we do the sample. Drop a delicate grab real quick. Do you guys just run force feedback 10 on this? Should I just be turning that up? Grip force? I
think we only use 10 for rocks and.
Okay. So just 3 is okay, you think, on this guy?
I thought you went to 5.
On grip force.
Oh, grip force, you said force feedback.
Yeah, I caught it right at the last minute.
I'm not sure for this nozzle.
Okay. Okay, I'm gripped in. You can draw in. Again, delicately, so we don't knock the perch.
Drawer coming in slowly.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Awesome. Nice.
Drawer fully retracted.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, oh, it's going to be obscured in the mini. Darn. I was thinking that was going to be the best view. Maybe if I come around this way, I can clear it up. There we go. Okay, can we come in a little bit on Mini Zeus? And tilt down a little for me.
Will do.
Good. Awesome. Why don't we bring that view up here if you don't mind. Note you have the Mini Zeus or the HD on up there.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Mini Zeus on right screen.
Yeah, Copilot, can you bring your heading like 20 to port just to recenter.
20 to port. Copy. Roger that. How's that, Nav?
That looks good, thank you.
No problem.
Need more zoom.
Can you give me a very, very light suction?
What would that be RPM wise?
Try 100 to start with.
100 to start with. Copy that. So I'll enable it and keep an eye on the suction cam.
Yep.
Copy that. Stand by. Enabling now.
Nice. Let's see how that does. Just encourage it to go in there. Oh,
Is that blowing?
take a look at the suction sampler. See if positive is exhale or inhale. Suction sampler page. Right, yeah, slight. That's a slight inhale. It says.
Okay, just must have wafted close to it.
Yeah. Give me a little more. Try like 300 maybe.
Copy that. Ramping up slowly. 250.
There we go. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's at
it.
250 right there.
There you go.
Want 300? Oh, you're at 322.
Thanks.
Holding.
You want more zoom, Pilot?
In what? HD2?
HC2?
No, I'm right at the sensitive stage here. I don't want too much change. Kind of trying to chase it around. Okay, you can go to 500.
Ramping up to 500.
And it's in the tube, so I'm just going to give it a little scrape.
450.
Okay, it's in the end effector I see on my manip cam. And it's not going in the tube, so give us a little more. Just to ramp up slow till you see it start going in.
Copy that.
Just lying in the bottom.
You're at 724 RPMs. Continuing ramp.
Interesting. I thought it would be in by now. Thought it scraped off. Oh, I'm pushing my perch. Try to bring it around and see what it looks like here.
Oh, there it goes. Get ready.
Slow down a little bit.
Slowing down, yep. Copy.
It's really making a whirlwind. I'll put the hose up and give it a little jiggle to encourage it through. What are you at?
I'm at 400 RPMs.
Okay. Yeah, you can come back up to 6 or something.
Coming back up.
Just looked like a lot of stuff swirling around. I got concerned.
The initial bits. It must be stuck in there somewhere though.
Yeah.
Up to 600. A little more. 650.
I'll exercise it in and out a little bit. In and out. Okay.
We're at almost 800 RPMs holding.
Okay. I'll come out to the yellow here just to make sure it's straight as can be. Okay, I can see the wire right there, I think. The little connection. I don't see the yellow tape yet, but what do you think, Carl? Is that too far already? Is that okay?
I haven't had eyes on the yellow tape lately. It's on there. Or it was on there a week ago.
Oh, there's the black.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the black's good warning that the yellow's coming.
Okay, I'll try this.
Copy that.
Guess go back up to 1,000 and be ready on the trigger.
Copy that. Ramping up slowly.
I'm surprised. It must be very springy. I guess it can orient itself perfectly in line with the flow because it's flat.
Yeah.
We're holding just over 1,000 RPMs.
I saw a small piece just go in.
Okay. Take a look at the end effector, make sure it's not stuck here at the tip.
Another small piece.
there's a
just
small
went
piece.
It's kind of breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not here at the end. Okay.
Should we just try
Should I try ramping up suction and disabling it? If we see it go in?
Yeah, I guess we got to get it through.
Alright.
We could switch to the filter.
Oh, yeah.
So we catch what we got.
Yeah, let's switch to the filter.
Can we
it off.
disable the pump for now? Okay.
Yep.
Copy that. And we will go to,
If it breaks up, we want to catch as much as we can.
Yeah.
let's go to C5, correct?
5, yep.
Yes. There we go.
5 is loaded.
Sweet.
Should we start low on the suction again?
No.
No?
Start right at 1,000.
Copy that. Starting at 1,000. Enabling now.
There you saw the filter move. There it is.
Stop.
Got it.
Oh, a stop and a go is all it needed. It must have just been.
Yeah.
So now, twist to bucket 6 so it's on the clear. And that's captured now so we don't lose it. That
Nice.
looks pretty intact.
Yeah, that's great.
Copy that.
That looks great.
Nice job, pilot.
And then just suction sampler at like 2,000 for a little while just to like get any sand or other debris that we got clear of the hose.
1,200.
2,000, or yeah, 1,200, sorry, yeah.
Copy that. Ready?
Yep.
Enabling.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that button.
Enabling.
Perfect. Sweet. Okay.
Good?
I think so, yeah. Didn't
Alright.
see anything come through, so that looks
Just
good.
disabling.
Awesome.
Nice work, pilot and co-pilot.
Thanks, Matt. Good team effort.
The first sample since 2019.
Come wide on mini Zeus, please. And I think I was about there.
Ready
Yeah,
for
it's a
draw
little
out?
further out. I'll just come out a smidge. I don't want to be. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Drawer coming out. Stand by.
So that went into jar 5, correct?
Correct.
Just knocking me around. Sorry.
Nice.
Come on in on the drawer.
Drawer retracting. Stand by.
Yep. Hold on 1 second. Coming out of joy lock. Okay, now you can drawer in.
Drawer coming back.
Just the drawer was resting on this rock. For some reason. I lost my skid on that drawer out accidentally.
Copy that. Sorry about that.
Must have slid down a little, so when you draw it out, we hit it. That's okay.
Drawer fully retracted.
XY,
Nice work.
altitude. Ooh, auto altitude, I forgot it does that. Auto altitude just takes off at the bottom when you engage it. Sometimes. Didn't expect that. Just steal the arm real quick. Okay, that's home. Hydraulics off.
Disable valve packs.
Yes. Oh, so the valve packs don't need to be enabled for the manipulator to run, for this arm to run.
Yeah.
Those are
Just for the drawer?
Just for all your other
Copy that.
functions. So you can,
But in general, secure them when we're done with any kind of.
as soon as you're done with it, like as soon as you're done with the drawer, you can disable it or whatever.
Copy that.
You don't need to wait till I'm done with the arm.
Just wanted to be safe.
Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah. No, appreciate it.
That's a great one, pilot.
Went better than I expected.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little worried when the pieces started coming, but yeah, just needed that impulse probably to stop, get perpendicular to flow again. And go.
That's
Yes.
good to know for next time. We can try that.
Yeah. So you have 10 minutes to find a rock.
Okay, 10 minutes. Aye.
You've got plenty of leash because Sirius is on top of you.
Yep.
Going back to main Sirius cam.
Yes, please. Thank you. Perfect. Nice work.
Likewise, let me know where you'd like me to bring my camera.
There's a bunch of clean stuff in here.
And
Can you take partial on these videos? They're all the right size and kind of clean. And
So for those of
Well.
you that are just joining us, this is NOAA
Yeah,
Ocean
just
Exploration
interest
out on
me.
NOAA ship Okeanos Explorer.
goes
That's
And today we
possible.
are exploring
Goes
Caryn Seamount.
unknowingly
This is
into
our
the
first
seam.
Seamount dive
Can't get a
of
toe
our
in there, so I have to poke it.
2021 season.
So co-pilot, you can turn your head to
And we
center.
are
Yep, was just
Currently.
doing
Okay,
that.
gotcha. Then we'll reset to you at the slope when we're ready to move.
Copy that.
3,700 meters deep,
Should we poke it?
and we're just beginning to
Promising
climb
object.
this ridge
It's a big
here
one. It'd be a
on
good
Caryn
one.
Seamount.
Yeah.
There's also a flat one just above and to the left. The
Okay.
one
Oh yeah,
at
could
the
poke
edge
both of
the
those.
sand.
Copy. Give both of these a go. Go ahead, survey one. Certainly on OKX, I assume. Okay, sounds good.
All right, we'll start all the way left. Next to me is navigator in training, Anya Jensen. She's listening, but doesn't have a microphone right now to talk, so I'm introducing her. I'm Carl McCletchy with GFOE, Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration. I'm the navigator for this shift that's about to end, to my right.
Currently piloting, Jeffrey Lanning. Again, our shift's about to end, but we're having fun up here. And to my right,
Jonathan Mefford, GFOE, operating co-pilot for this shift.
And in the back row is Caitlin Bailey on video clipping.
I think this is nice and clean and everything, so we'll end up putting it in the starboard box, although it's small, so we could go port just in case they collect a big one later.
I did go, but I just didn't turn my mic on. So this is Roland Bryan in the front corner doing video shading and satellite and audio transmission. And then in our science group today,
Foothold here.
Hi, I'm Casey Cantwell with NOAA Ocean Exploration. And with me here today, I also have...
Hey, this is Matt Dornbach, also with NOAA Ocean Exploration.
And we're so excited you joined us today.
Happy
Ooh,
Saturday.
look at that polychaete.
Happy Juneteenth.
chasing
Look at it go.
polychaete pilot. Nope.
Polychaetes are one of my
Set
favorite.
down now.
When I
just wanted
first
to-
started going to sea with
Okay, hydraulics
NOAA
are
Ocean
still spun up,
Exploration on
firing
this
up
ship,
the arm.
we used to have something we called the
Just gonna prod
polychaete
around
dance
this area a little,
because they
see
are
if any of
just
this stuff
so
happens to
whimsical
be
as they
loose.
dance
Copy
across
that,
the
pilot.
screen.
We're stable
Yes,
and
Caitlin is
serious.
doing an
Right.
excellent impression of it right now.
Was this
So,
something
note-
everybody
note
did in
John.
unison?
No,
Or
this is
show you
just
a
something
couple
that I
things
did
on
to
this.
amuse people.
Please do.
Number one, get in the region so you can see what your jaws are doing.
But it's
Like we need
really
And then
cool. They
whenever
have
you're
these
looking for
individual
rocks,
articulated
You never want to
pieces
pry
of their
against something
body
that might be
that
cemented or solid with open
individually
jaws.
move
'Cause there's
around,
one piston
and they
running
almost
into
look like
those
they
to
are
drive
just
them. And if they
magically
get
floating through the air.
heavily loaded
It's pretty
like,
cool.
on
like
one finger, not
waves
the
of
other, you
legs
can
Exactly.
bend
moving around.
the
It's amazing all
Piston?
those different
Piston.
swimming types
Um,
you see in the
so
deep sea.
you want to make sure whenever you're
Polytherians and the
poking,
feathered
that you close
crinoids
the jaws
and
fully,
the polychaetes and fish.
and then use your fingertips.
It's so interesting
So
how
the
each
pressure's
animal
all
group
even on the
has
hand, it's all one
identified
solid
different ways
piece.
Kind
for
of like
them
when we were testing
to
the skid yesterday.
Exactly.
Copy that.
adapt
you
and
just
be able
get
to
in
move
here
around the
and you
seafloor.
can give a
Yeah.
little nudge on these rocks. And
So it looks
they're
like
not
our
moving.
pilots are trying to test
See if this
and
one
see
moves.
if any of these rocks are not sedimented in place.
No dice. Yes, you can. Not typically
Sorry,
the way to
cemented in place.
fly, but you often accidentally, when you're testing rocks, pick yourself up. The hand can like you might see a front leader do. You can push down and like
Do a little-
adjust yourself and set yourself down or whatever.
Little push-up.
Yeah.
Sometimes the pilots have to be careful. The arm's powerful enough to push the ROV around when they are testing these firmly placed rocks, and they don't want to push themselves around.
Yeah. I thought I'd give a poke to the rest of the stuff in the vicinity since we're here, but Nothing in the vicinity moved.
Co-pilot, will you power cycle your USBL?
Can do. USBL power cycling now. Bringing back online.
Thank
So
you.
something that's kind of interesting in the deep sea is that
But
like, these
nothing moved.
seamounts are typically formed
That's good.
from a volcanic eruption at some
Alright.
point. They
You're not
are,
zoomed
in
in,
this
right? I'm
case,
just
this one is
tilted way
not
down.
active, but
Correct.
a seamount is an undersea mountain.
Okay, coming
And we
back
know
up.
that at some point they were volcanic. So
Keep hunting.
when we look at all these rocks, we assume the base of them
So
at some
Sirius
point
has
is
come
probably
around
basalt.
a lot to
But
Yep.
port.
what we're
So we'll
actually
get back
looking
on
at a
a
lot of
300 or
times
310.
these rocks when they're
I'll follow
black
you
is
as you come
not
along.
necessarily
Sounds
basalt,
good.
but more of a ferromanganese or an iron manganese crust that
what all the fun
is
rocks are over here,
secreted over
Carl.
time on them.
Well, you can keep
And
looking
these
on your way.
contain a lot of
We're
very
not moving.
valuable
No, we
deep sea
will.
minerals,
Just kidding.
and also provides a nice habitat
Might be
for
something
a
down
lot
here
of
in
our
this
filter
flat
feeders
field.
to lay their base down on.
That's true. The age of these nodules, they build around like a grain of sand or nothing.
Yeah. It was,
So you want to know what the rocks underneath are. So you're trying to find a broken piece more than a nodule.
here's a good place for your sonar. If you swing right, it should be clear, right? And then if you swing left, it'll get stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna be a little late to shift. I was helping these guys debug some stuff.
Okay.
Do you want lunch?
Tilted up.
Oh, this is for Sea King. Just making sure it's oriented properly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let it do a scan.
Yeah. So the scan should be nothing.
Almost nothing with a rock maybe out there. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And then
And then it should fill in the port side.
kind of empty and something.
Well,
But it's kind of like, yeah, does seem like, try inverting again. and
So we have
see.
spent the last several days basically working our way down to a deep dive and working our way up
Oh, it is
to
inverted. Okay.
this nice Caryn Seamount dive.
Just gotta reset. See if that
The
is it.
vehicles, both Deep Discover and Sirius,
don't
have a
usually
bunch of
run
new
inverted,
equipment and
but-
new cameras on it this year. They
Yeah.
are just coming back from about a
It's a
year,
pretty
a
incredible
little bit
contrast
more,
there between the two
a year and a half
systems.
off of
Kinda
the ship,
puts that rock pile
where
where we expect
they
it
have
should be.
undergone a lot of upgrades.
yeah. So it looks correct.
Today you'll hear our pilots talking about all the different things that they have improved in their testing and
Non-inverted.
calibrating.
How do we run Sirius? Is Sirius not inverted?
As we get to this site, this is our
Sirius
first
is
hard bottom
inverted.
site that we've
Upside
explored
down,
this
right?
expedition so far.
Oh. Non-invert.
They're both inverted, right?
Neither are inverted right now.
Oh,
You check the little invert box. Maybe they're meant to be mounted
they're meant to
upside
be.
down.
I guess sonars can be, yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Like
Is
on a ship,
Sirius look
on a
good?
ship they're all inverted, or if you have it off a pole.
It's upslope to ship to Sirius port right now. Sirius starboard. Oh, Sirius.
Yeah.
Sirius starboard should be uphill, and it's actually
Oh.
Sirius port. So this one's needs to be inverted, right?
I think so.
So that looks good.
Is that a round rock coming to right of where lasers should be?
Lasers are on.
Pilot, I'm gonna power cycle the
Oh, yeah.
USBL transceiver.
On.
The one
Or sorry, start and stop
touching
the surface.
Okay.
D2's tracking well, but Sirius seemed to have stopped a while ago.
Okay. Sounds good, thanks. Is this the one you're talking about?
That was the one I was talking about, but now at this angle it looks attached. Maybe the bigger one on the right, 50
That's
centimeters.
something a little bigger than we'd normally want to grab. Although with limited, we could nudge it. It's in the realm. It's 2,
That's pretty big.
2, 3, 30 centimeters. But if it moves, Carl, it's not going to move, so we're okay. But if it moves, so sometimes it's faster to just bump into a rock instead of actually pull the hand out and test it. That's what we're going to do now. Just see if this rock gives when we hit it. Oh, and it does. Of course it does. This rock is loose. Okay. It's not too big, right? What do you think? It's like 25.
So on the top of these
We'll go starboard
sponge
box.
stalks that you have here, you'll see a bunch
That's
of
awfully
turtle
big.
stars
You want to get the
that have
John Deere
climbed
and
all the way
see?
up to the top, and
Sure.
they're using it as a nice little high
We
point
don't know
of
how deep
the
it goes.
local
Yeah,
area,
it's a solid like
so that they can try and capture food.
35 wide.
It's like 25.
25?
Well, tall. You said wide. Tall, maybe 35. Wide, it's 25.
Tilt the camera down and get a zoom in on it.
Yes, we're locked in. We're going to do a pilot change in a second. And you can zoom in while we're doing that. Oh no, we're not. You're good. Zoom in. Okay, survey watch leads. This one is loose. It's rather large. We're trying to determine if it's too large, but if it's not too large, is it of interest? They're not there. Oh, there you are. You're not in the normal seats. Yeah, no problem. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Yep.
Which lead talk on OKEX.
What do you think, Carl? You're the final call. It's loose. It's the first loose rock. It's a good size. By good, I mean too big. Perfectly sized. I think you're muted.
I guess I would see it in the jaw, put the jaw near it.
Okay. We'll get the jaw nearby survey and see what it looks like.
Thank you, pilot. Yeah, what's nice about a rock this size would be that there's likely good rock underneath it, and it's not just like soft sediment on the inside.
Yeah, it's very useful.
So I also really like the view you have right now with the lasers on it, so we can see how big it is before trying to take it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Get the jaws close and see as well. Compare to the hand how it looks. Okay, Carl, there you go. What do you think?
Give it a try, see what's under the sediment there.
Okay.
It does fit in the jaws, it's so close.
Try not to get this sponge too much.
What's your grip force at?
It's 5 still, I think, or 3 still. I'm definitely going to turn it up for this. But I was going to nestle my way in here a little bit.
If it's flat, I think it'll work. If it's a sphere, then it would be too heavy.
Yeah.
But it is the first loose one we found. We've been looking for 2 hours.
Pilot, I'm going to rotate out real quick.
Okay. Just go to 9. Spunk.
Permission to zoom in serious while you sample.
I think the jaws are just sliding. Yeah, you can zoom on serious a little bit. Go for a regrip since we already tried and then call it a day. Okay, there it is, Mr. Rock. I think we're gonna go starboard rock box with this. We can't
Understood.
spin it around too much, but you can get a zoom like this rolling if it's helpful.
You want the wing inboard?
Yes, yes. Starboard rock box inboard.
Little tilt up on the main.
Little tilt up on the main, thank you. Awesome.
Video's clear.
Very nice. Okay.
Do you want the Titan back for any views?
I think it's okay. Just gonna start coming down here. As I tilted down the weight of the rock.
Yeah.
Grip.
Well, it was worth a try.
It was worth a try. It was the only loose rock we found in 2 hours, so we had to try.
What does it look like now?
Yeah, we'll look at the underside in a minute. I think Bobby's going to take over shortly, so just let him take the con.
Can we tilt HD2 down?
Yes, you can.
Alright, HD2 coming down.
I was hoping it would tumble into the box rather than just out. Yeah. Okay. Hydraulics off. Okay. I'm going to tilt those main Zeus down. We can rock box outboard. Don't think we're going to go for a second go. Find another loose one.
Alright.
Did my darnest. All right. Okay. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Take it away. Got a little tilt on that action. Pan. Very nice. Great. Okay. All right.
So all that sediment just from that rock?
The hitting the ground, I think it's mixed it up.
See looks like your thruster's kind of...
Where at? Sorry?
See the thrust is kicking some up.
Yeah, it must be.
It's,
I don't see any other problems.
yeah, you're not really pushing down hard.
Yeah, I'm 8% over Z bias or something. Barely pushing down. Okay. Coming out of dry lock. Sorry, Rock. You almost had an adventure up with us. I'll have to find a new one. Copy.
Good, 72.
Okay, I think we're trying to bring Cirrus heading around to 300, so I'm going to keep heading starboard on your screen. Keep some loose rock possibilities in my view while I go. But uphill I think is generally 300, so I'm going to get circled back around here.
Yeah, I'm looking
245. You want me to rotate to
Yeah.
upslope?
Yeah, help me line up on where I need to be.
Let's see. Turn it now.
Sweet.
All right. I have roughly, it's around 300 there.
Sweet. Great. On the hunt. Reasonable sized rock this time, hopefully is loose. Gave it a try. It's a good test of the manip. Make sure it's still looking good. I think okay. It's a little guy right there.
Yeah. Still over 10.
Still over 10. We found a significantly more reasonable sized rock. Is this still of interest? Might be loose. Looks possible.
Hey Nav, this is Copilot. Is D2 not getting pings, USBL pings? I just sat down. I don't know if I missed anything.
Sirius is not, but D2 is.
Oh, Sirius is not, D2 is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that known then?
That's known, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, survey. Yeah, just this one. If it's loose, is it reasonable? Is it of interest? The last one was too big. Okay, I'm just gonna prod it first. Might not work out, but it's more reasonable sized. Okay. That. Oh, you're fine. I know you're busy. Okay. Yeah, I just say survey watch lead. I have all three of you tagged when I need something.
Hey, pilot and co-pilot, when you have a second and you're secure, I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have lost tracking on Sirius.
Yep.
Carl mentioned that it might be a good idea to secure power to the USBL.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
It might be an anomaly that tracking might come back. I think it's worth risking it coming back.
We can.
How long has it been out for?
So it's been out
like an hour?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
No, he said it dropped out a few minutes before I arrived, which was right at 12, so maybe 15.
Yeah, it's been a little while, but yeah.
If you could turn it off, Sean, maybe in a half hour or so, we could go ahead and try and turn it back on, see if we get it back.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you much.
Just give this possibility a nudge. Give it a more realistic nudge.
Ooh, that was misleading.
I know, very misleading.
What about that one that is towards the upper right there? It's a small round, just under 4 centimeters.
Sorry, video, hold on. Say it again.
Diagonal right from the lasers.
Co-pilot. Just for your awareness, I'm going to stop tracking on the vehicles for a minute.
Hold on one second. Sorry, hold on. Go ahead.
Diagonal right of the lasers. And diagonal left of this right skid. Those two round ones.
Got it. Sorry. Yeah, okay. 1 second, video. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Lars.
Sorry, I was just trying to talk to co-pilot. I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm going to stop tracking for a second and then bring it back on with just D2. so it's not waiting the 10 seconds to try and get a response from Sirius. It should be a little quicker with just D2.
Okay. Sounds good.
And Copilot, the USBL is off on Sirius right now. I'm asking, could you turn it off, please?
Yes. Yep. And you're muted, I think.
Thank you.
Or maybe I'm just not listening to you.
I stopped talking to you.
Got it. Okay, dry lock out. Auto heading still in. I've been flying with auto heading most of the day. It's kind of nice.
Nice upgrade.
It's a good upgrade. Just been trying it, practicing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does something I don't expect, but normally it acts pretty well.
I'm going to ramp your hydraulics down. Does that work? If you
Yeah.
want them up.
Yeah.
All right.
The only thing I found that I didn't like about, I mean, like, this is obviously just me getting used to it, but if you lean against something with your auto heading and you have a very slight tilt, thinking you're just like fighting to keep a tow, your auto heading green just keeps going around, so then your thruster input keeps growing.
Yeah.
So you don't realize it, but you're like thrusting pretty hard. Ooh, what's this? You want to follow me over this way a little, Sean?
Yeah.
Of course, I selected a giant rock again. This is going to be way too big. I shouldn't even bother.
There is one straight above. You can see the crack between it to the left of that stick.
Left of the stick.
Directly
Oh, yeah,
above the
leaning.
lasers.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's a good find, Roland. I think that's the ticket.
Okay. Okay, anything you want me to do? Switch for sample mode or anything, or are you all set? Good day. Good day.
Yeah, well, I had it where when I was pulling the arm out, the wrist couldn't actually pull the hose, the suction sample hose out. Like the wrist was fighting the hose, or like losing the hose, like trying to pull feedback out to like get the hose to go out. So, come here. Have fun, bro. It's nice. Dude, these new thrusters, I didn't think we would notice. They're nice. I was flying in this kind of stuff, especially, you're gonna love it.
Thanks for the update video. All right, Copilot, we're going for a rock out here.
Yeah, I think it's been an objective for the whole dive.
No, they're working. Actually, X5 is flying by X5 for a while. It's great. Do you find the vehicle rocky? Just like, yeah, when you hit your toe, but not normally. Unless auto X5 makes sense. It's too hard. Every time I move, oh, yeah. Like, it seems just too... Well, auto X5 is having trouble with the rock, too. I just maybe not thrust that hard. You know? I've always been a little harder on this trip. That's fine.
Understood. Thanks, video.
Hey, Copilot, could I get you to turn the USBL back on Sirius, please?
USBL coming on, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
That was probably the USBL turning on, kicked off the EX21.
So Jeff mentioned Santee Rock here, but...
So, Bobby, I think the one is the one directly below and to the right of the lasers. Now that we're at this angle, it looks more like...
This looks like it's built right in.
Yeah, it looks definitely different from this angle. But that was the one we were aiming.
I don't think that's going anywhere. Yeah. So we'll pass on that. We're trying to find a rock in this area, I assume?
Trying to find a rock anywhere in this area and along our path has been the goal.
Okay.
Maybe that square up above in the sand.
Oh, we have Matt on watch lead. All right, watch lead. We'll wait to see if you want to call something out. I think this one's a little big rolling. But the one in the pile above it, yeah, also big. Go ahead. Roger that. So, co-pilot, do you want me to come your way? Are we doing ship moves?
We're stationary now. I think it kind of depends where you see rocks. We were going, when I sat down, they said 300 was upslope, roughly.
Okay.
Right now I'm looking for 330, but...
So I wandered off there.
Well,
or
I think
Jeff wandered off there.
For potential rocks, which is fine, so...
Yeah, I'm going to come back center, and since it looks like it's muddy, I think I'm going to set down and we'll conduct the test for rolling.
Sounds good.
And then we'll resume our hunt for a rock.
Do you want to line back up at 300?
Go ahead, Bridge.
All right, rolling.
Copy that. Give me 1 second. Hey, pilots, for your information. Copy that. Bridge is RV nav. Feel free to go ahead and make that 10-degree move to port or heading change. Thank you.
All right, Roland. You got the con. Mr. Roland?
Co-pilot, could you go ahead and turn off the USBL again on Sirius? Thank you.
So what we want to do here is to, once we're stable, happy with Sirius's tether in the vehicle, we will turn off the Sirius lights, and then we'll slowly turn off all the main ROV lights one at a time.
Roger that. How do you want us facing?
Just like you are now, so that we can see. One of the goals we're looking to see is how far in front of the ROV we can see with the lighting.
Okay. So I'm coming down easy on the bottom.
Okay, so are the vehicles still moving or are they stable?
Should be stable.
We are stable. We have been stable for quite some time.
Okay, what we're doing here is we've got what we refer to as a low light camera. It's a Canon ME20 mounted on Sirius to give us a better view of the ROV in the surrounding area in low light conditions. So what we're doing is we're going to set the vehicle down in a nice stable position so that we can shut off all of the primary lights and see how much we can view from the what we're currently calling the Sirius main HD, which is that Canon ME20. And hoping to be able to use this to see a little bit further into the darkness with less light. And
all right, I'm stable.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the ROV center mains.
Do you want me to do that, pilot, or do you want?
So, pilot, just so you're aware, we have lost tracking with Sirius. We still have good tracking on D2.
Copy.
Just as we go forward.
So
Yep.
as we do this test, the main ROV camera will get very dark beyond what I'll probably be able to compensate.
You want me to do it for you?
You have it up. You can do it.
Okay. All right, video. So you want the
Looks
mains?
like you still have one on, though.
Sirius has one LED on.
Yep, go ahead and turn off the Sirius light
All right, that is
completely.
off.
Okay. So now we have only the ROV lights. Go ahead and bring off the ROV mains.
You can also adjust your heading, Sean, if Roland wants you lined up more.
Yeah, we want to keep
Go
the
ahead,
ROV
Bridge.
centered.
Good copy. 10 degrees. You are now at a 240. It looks like.
All right.
Copy that. 238.
You want mains off now? D2 mains video?
Yes. The ROV mains off.
D2 mains are off.
Okay, you can see that already brings out some of the detail in the distance. If we can just tilt up to put the ROV at the bottom of the Sirius screen. And if you're looking from home, screen 1 is the ROV, screen 2 is the Sirius camera. And that's the one we're testing at the moment. Okay, let's turn off the lowers, the port, then the starboard.
Lowers are together
at the same time.
Okay, copy. Turn off both lowers.
Lowers are coming off.
Okay, right now I'm bringing up what I'll refer to as my blacks here, and I'm going to increase the gains, which is introducing noise, not much of anything else. We'll bring the shutter down. Okay, let's turn off the upper port.
Uppers are the other two. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right, upper swing arms coming off.
So now the only light we have are the ones coming on the sample jars, is that correct?
We have some...
Aft, we have a little bit of one light at the suction, and then a little bit of fog lights, and then aft lights.
I wouldn't go typically much more than this just due to the noise, but we want to see what we can gain out of this. I can also adjust the detail to sort of hide a little bit of that noise. Okay, what more optional light do you have that individually turn off?
We can turn off all those lights in groups, but we can turn off all those lights.
Let's do one group at a time.
But the remaining forward lights, which would be the fog lights, are those off?
Those are on right now? Yes.
Barely. Those are now 0.
Okay.
Then the next light forward would be looking at the suction jars.
Okay, let's turn that off.
Coming off. And then the remaining lights are the aft bars.
Let's turn on the jar and let's turn off those aft.
Turn on. Alright, then I'll turn the aft poles off.
Okay.
So now we have the aft light bar, and then...
Now let's kill the aft light bar.
Aft light bar is off.
So now that leaves only the sample jar and the blue LEDs, is that correct?
That's right.
And at that point, that's what I would consider very unusable.
Agreed.
And there's J-box LEDs out.
So that's now 37%. But that's a exponential value.
Okay, so did the LED side lights? Did you turn those off just
I turned those on.
Okay.
Off.
Yeah, let's
Here
see
they
those
are back on.
Oh, okay. And let's turn off that jar light. That should be all of the lights off except for the blue lights, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now what is the minimal light that we can turn on the front of the ROV? Fog lights, maybe?
Do you want a pool of light? Do you want pointing out? The mains might be your best.
Yeah, I'm looking for the minimal that would be the furthest out from the ROV.
Might be the fog lights then.
Fogs or uppers.
Let's
two
try.
lights pointed forward.
Yeah.
It's 5%.
Okay, that does bring up some lights. Okay, let's lose those and just go to the mains. Oh, that's actually 2% you said. Let's stay with that and then just increase the intensity.
So that's 5%. You want to keep going?
Yep.
10.
Keep going. As you increase, I'm going to reduce the gain.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60,
Just the colors
70.
here.
80, 90, and that's 100%. And that's
Okay.
2 LEDs for reference, just 2 out of the, I think 32 we have in the vehicle.
That one shines a lot on the shroud. I think we might want to adjust that port one.
Yeah, okay, now let's bring that one back down to 0 and then bring up the mains.
You think I'd rotate it out a little?
Yeah, just a smidge
5% mains.
to out, so we're not catching the shroud so much.
Okay, and let's slowly bring the mains up, step at a time.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Definitely
80.
a focus spot right there. Bringing the iris down.
90. That's 100.
Those provide the better driving for me, but
That
probably
actually-
worse for you.
That actually creates a really nice view on the primary ROV camera.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like it's a better for pilot,
They're pointed down,
Yep.
more down than out.
but doesn't give you as much distance.
Yeah, let's now bring those back down to 0 and bring on the upper light bars.
All right. Uppers, that's 5%.
Continue.
15, 20, 30, 40, 50,
I'm bringing the iris down as we get into the
60,
higher levels.
70, 80, 90. It's 100.
Okay, with
The
those
uppers.
light bars there, can you adjust the light bars so that they are merged? The light pools are merged? Close them in?
Close them and point them out. Yeah, I can do that. Let's see, hydraulics are up.
Are they fully rotated up right now? Full forward?
Let's find out.
So as we're doing this, our light bars, we have a few axes of adjustment. As you can see, he's rotating the left light bar around its axis. And now he's going to actually close them inboard on the port side first. And that'll bring that light pull more to the center. Okay, take it to halfway.
Like that?
Nope, back it up.
As a reminder to the viewers at home, this is on the most action you'll see is on stream 2.
Keep going. And on stream 3 because we've got the quad split up. Keep going. Outboard, hold there. Yep, it continued back.
Yeah.
Close it in a little more. Hold a little more. Right there. Now do the same for the starboard. A little more. Right like that. Then a little more.
Let's just go
Right
slow.
there.
Alright, stop there.
Okay. Now let's leave those positioned there. Do you have port and starboard or are those together?
They're together, so
Okay.
I cannot.
Let's bring those off and bring on the mains. I just want to see how the light pull distance is between those two.
Yeah, alright, so uppers are now coming off, and mains are coming on.
So you get a little bit more distance out of that one, and you can see that hot spot is much closer.
Yeah,
Let's turn those back off and back on those outers.
uppers are back on.
Yeah. Okay, and now let's do the lower swing arms.
Just turn them on for now.
Turn them on to start with.
Do you want them all the way? Do you want me to increment them
Actually,
up?
let's turn off the uppers, and then let's see what the lowers look like on lower intensity.
Alright, let's see. Start that off. That's 5% on the lowers.
Okay, and
went
just
up.
continue to bring them up. That actually creates a pretty nice
20.
light pull from Sirius perspective. Not so much from ROV
40.
yet.
60. 80. 90. That's 100.
Okay.
Yeah, that gives you some throw, huh?
Yes, that gives you the most distance. And let's bring up the upper light bars while leaving the lowers on as well.
The uppers are coming on.
Okay, now let's swing those upper light bars full wide. As wide as dispersal as we can.
Understood.
Yeah, that gives a much nicer side view. I'm going to bring the iris down. Okay, and then let's bring the fog lights on.
Fog lights
We should actually call those high beams, right? Because they're more angled as a high
Yeah, I don't know how that name
beam.
starts.
Because they're
Someone
close
used
to
it
the
and-
front center.
Yeah.
I think it was because when we first put them on, when we turned them on, we would just see all the particulate in the,
Like fog, okay.
and yeah.
Let's kill those and bring on the mains.
Just the fog lights?
Correct.
Alright, main's coming on.
And this will wrap up what I was looking to see. My pilots, is there anything else that you'd like to see in any of these tests from the low light camera?
I don't know that I know enough about the topic to request a test. I think everything you do will be
I guess what's the minimum?
sufficient.
Is there a balance for just enough to operate D2, but low enough that we get good
Right
picture
now,
from
from what I've seen, would be to operate with the fog lights and no Sirius lights.
Okay.
So let's go into that mode, and I'll show you.
Alright, I'll bring the
What
other
I
lights
saw.
off.
So fog lights I don't think gives me enough to comfortably drive around.
Right, but I haven't adjusted the gain on the main vehicle.
So that's just fogs, 2 LEDs.
Yeah, you can see we're kind of lopsided there. We're
Yeah, we can adjust those.
hot on the starboard side.
Yeah, so you can see I've got some gain there on the main camera as well. So now I'm going to just tweak the Sirius view, see what kind of distance we get.
So in like flat terrain, flat safe terrain, I think that's...
Adjust the
Reasonable.
colors a little bit.
If you have obstacles, yeah, you have no... Maybe not.
Interesting from the Sirius perspective, you can see those lines in the sediment and across the stones.
Yeah, it's like security footage or something.
Okay, and bringing the gain down to 0 on Sirius's camera. The ME20, that's the Canon ME20. Max out the iris. Bring the blacks down a little. And now let's bring on the Sirius main.
Got it. Just one?
Yes. Oh no, your center ones.
Just the center. Alright.
Okay, you can see that washes out. We get more reflection from the particulate in the water column,
Yeah.
but it does light the top of the ROV. And it does provide some lights to the vehicle.
So really, though, you want probably Sirius lights off then, right?
Yeah.
I guess it depends
Has
what you're
Dive
looking
Super
at.
been in recently?
Let's kill the ROV lights and just try to light the ROV with the Sirius
I
lights.
know at 20 knots wind. Okay.
I just noticed that. I was just going to check the
Okay,
current.
so now we're
and then
getting a
maybe
bit of
call
a
up and see how
twilight
they're
view
holding.
from
Yep.
the
They already
ROV
came
main
over 10
camera.
degrees once. They have to
And that's with
come
no
over
gain
again.
on the ROV.
Yeah, I got... Well, the current and the wind are pretty
And if
close
I
to each
increase
other.
the gain on the ROV
So-
camera.
Yeah, it's
Might be
don't
easier
see
to
that
hold.
view often from D2.
Ooh, look at the actual laser lines. That's kind of cool.
Okay, and that's with the Sirius main. Okay, now let's go with the lose the mains and bring on the port and starboard on the Sirius.
Got understood. All right, those are off. Port and starboard are on.
Yeah, that actually provides some decent. Can we tilt up the ROV main camera?
You'll remember, Roland, that those lights are all pretty well clustered on Sirius. There's not a whole lot of difference between the three banks.
Yeah, but you can actually see it in the reflection of the water column. So let's turn off the port on Sirius.
Port coming off.
And you can see how that darkens that, and it darkens the ROV camera on the right as well. And okay, then bring on all three Sirius lights.
All three coming on.
So I'm not sure if I can color correct enough for the Sirius lights. Oh, yeah, I've got enough on the ROV to adjust.
Your view makes me look like I'm in midwater.
Okay. All right, that completes all light tests.
All right, here you go.
So we can normal up and continue sample.
Let's go hunting for a rock, Sean.
All right, I will put the lights back. Well, do you want me to pause?
Nope.
Do it slow so you can adjust?
Yes.
I'll stay put.
Actually, no, you can go ahead and go. I've already got everything there's minimized, and I can bring the ROV down pretty quick.
All right, Bobby. I don't know exactly what you want. I think that's about how the lights were.
We ready to go, co-pilot?
Yeah, if you're happy with lighting. I think that's about where it was, but let me know.
Coming up.
Does that look a little sharp of a bend in the tether right there? Or is that just my perspective?
Yeah, it makes a little bit of a bend there. I think that's, let's see, first football.
I think it's more obvious between the two footballs.
Yeah, I mean, that
might just be the way it's showing through the.
No, I think you're right. It exists. I'm trying to think where that would fall on the deck. I think that's the sharp turn that goes on the port rail. It comes out, sometimes loops forward.
That'd be around the crane, right? First football.
Not that close up to the football, maybe.
Pilots, just for your reference, Dive Soup and I are going to do some tests with the Sirius USBL. So if you see tracking get a little wonky, that's why. Don't be alarmed.
Understood. It is off for your awareness.
Can I get a little more light?
Good copy, thanks. We're going to try it with the battery.
Either more light or more iris on Pilot HD.
More light?
Yeah, there we go.
How's that? You have a little more too.
Yeah, that's good. Do we see any angular rocks here that we want to practice some manipulation on?
I don't see anything that I perceive as loose. I think it's time to skid hunt.
Nav, are we supposed to maintain position during these tests, or can we get a ship move going?
I would say maintain for now.
Okay.
And then we can get a ship move in once we run these tests.
All right, co-pilot, we're going to search around this area.
All right, sounds like a plan.
And earlier, Science was saying any sponges you wanted to collect, they'd be happy. And Matt's sitting back there in watch lead now.
I know there are 2 corals that we are not supposed to collect. The black coral and something else.
And a rock coral.
Rock coral, that sounds right.
I remember Casey saying.
The golden coral.
But before we grab anything, we just want to double check.
Of course. Looks like a little coral on the rock down there. I'm worried I've lost my vocabulary with this hiatus we had. I can't recall some of the names of these corals.
Yeah, it's been a
They all look so familiar, but I can't quite.
long time. I'm sure it'll come back quickly.
No rocks, no angular rocks jutting out at us.
Rotating camera up a hair. It's 3-0 on Sirius Cam for reference. Feather looks good.
Do you know, have they gone off port of Sirius? So Nav said we should stay here.
So when I sat down, Sirius was looking at 245, and we rotated.
Oh, so they've already been over in this area.
But D2 is more underneath me. So I think everything you're looking at least, from when I sat down, is all new. I can follow you if you want.
Yeah, we're going to be here for a little bit without any moves, so you can follow, I think.
See, I think all this area is unexplored.
Pilot FYI, I would like to trigger a white balance recall.
Go ahead.
Because I was cranking pretty hard on those tests. That looks much nicer to my eye. Recall complete.
I'm getting pretty far out there.
Yeah, it's about, I mean, it's not tight or anything, but I would call that a boundary line, boundary radius.
All right, I'm going to back up and back up toward you and see if we can find something.
Sounds good. Yeah, even any area mid-screen, I think, is still new, too. So if you back up 5-10 meters, I think that's still untouched area.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's much there for us to test with. I think they had chased that rock outcropping over to starboard.
Yeah. It's very likely.
Coming back down.
Is there anything there? Let's see, right side.
Yeah, some small pebbles. I think they're looking for something more angular.
They're that small? I guess so. 10. It's a little small, huh?
How about that dark one coming towards center, right lasers?
Give it a quick zoom. Go ahead, watch lead. Okay, well, we'll give it a poke. Let's come wide video. Nothing obvious to me whether it was part of the slope or not, so
Yeah.
let's go give it a poke.
The previous one looked pretty loose, and it ended up being pretty solid.
Hey, co-pilot, could I have you turn on the USBL again? Thank you.
USBL is on.
Appreciate it. Also, pilots, just so you're aware, you do not have any tracking right now.
All right, pilot. I'll ramp you up some.
All right, hydraulics there. Arm looks good. All right, arm coming live.
Do you want the mini Zeus up at all in the main, since we're not really moving?
If you want to. I'm going to try driving from the others.
Monitor
There we go,
right.
coming out.
RVHD2.
Grip force 5, feedback 5. Okay. Grip lock. That's what I wanted. All right, we have a winner.
Do you want this in, do you go for lid or?
Yeah, we should probably go for the closed rock box.
All right, I'm going to tighten down.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, mini Zeus. And I will port wing inboard. There you go. Let me know if you want any other views.
Co-pilot, when you get a chance, if you could turn the USBL off on Sirius. Thank you.
Okay. Can't, I'm just going to put blades out, but can't quite get there unless I do the full roll.
Nice. Hang outboard.
All right. Nav, we have a sample. And watch leads. Watch leads, we have the sample.
All right, pilots tracking on D2 is back up and running. Sirius did not come back, so we are running with just D2.
Okay.
I can go ahead and call on a position move whenever you are stowed and ready if you're looking to scoot forward.
I will let one of you command that. Because I think it's time for me to swap off.
Lars, if you're going to take pilot, I can go. Or
So while you were doing lights, Lars and I talked about this. Sorry. Does that look good?
yeah.
Yeah. In the darkness. All right. Hydraulics coming off. We're off. Yeah, we talked about this. We're going to split up bottom time 3 ways here.
Okay.
So we all get some good sloped bottom time practice here. And 1700 marks mine. So I'll just come off a few minutes early if one of you guys want it.
Do you mind if I hop in, Sean?
Go for it.
Thanks.
By all means.
All right.
For those watching at home, we just collected a nice sample, a rock out of the sediment.
Just to make sure here, Lars, you
that will
got everything and dropped the point.
Seamount a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you might have had some clatterizing sponges on it, which for a little extra biological sampling, which is very nice.
Joy lock. Copy.
Yep, I just had you in joy lock a little bit down, a little bit to starboard to kind of get stationary.
Copy that. Coming out of joy lock. Just give me a second to get a feel for the vehicle again.
As a reminder, that's your right button on the joystick.
Oh, that's right.
There, so you don't have to reach over for the push button.
Copy that. Yeah, we're pretty happy with the C-bias.
I liked it. I dropped it a % or 2 from what Jeff had. He likes his to kind of lower him.
Yeah.
But you should be close. You know, tune it as you'd like.
Copy that.
And probably for your reference here, this camera is 30 degrees looking at you.
Copy that. So we should probably get a move in here pretty shortly. Looks like I'm looking uphill.
Yeah, I rotated to port. You want to rotate center you up?
Yeah, sure. What am I? Like 325? How do we feel about a 20-meter move?
I think we can do
20 meters at 300? Is that what you're thinking?
We're moving at 4, or before, yeah. We can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm looking at 300 now.
Okay, I'll come over to 300.
Okay, I will get that in now.
Go ahead, survey.
Hey, would you mind taking a zoom on that stalked sponge, please?
Sure.
Right up around its head, please? With lasers, if you have them.
I do have lasers. I think they're on.
That's the left button on your joystick, yep.
Okay, they're off. Now they're on.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, they're on.
I am holding off on that move.
Copy that.
Stock sponges are one of my favorite things to see in the deep sea. They just look so alien.
Copy.
I absolutely love them.
Get a little closer. I'm at 0 right now. There's a lot of dust to shake off after a year and a half. Okay.
Oh yeah, I just noticed the starboard pole aft. That's the one that just flickered.
What was that, Sean?
Starboard pole aft light. I just saw it flicker.
Oh, it's flickering still.
If you want to come in a little bit, video. Do you have it in Joy Luck? We do.
So I
have
wonder,
auto
we saw a
heading,
whole
right?
bunch of stocked sponge bases that were broken
center it up
and
a
dead
little
over
bit better for
time
you.
before. I wonder if this is the same species of the stock sponge, because it's the first stock sponge alive that we have seen yet here.
Coming
we
to my
have seen
starboard a
lots
little
and
bit,
lots of
video.
sponges this
Trying to
dive.
Center it up, coming up with the camera a tiny bit.
Watch
Hold it there.
nav. Or survey 1 nav. I was just going to let you know we actually saw a second one off to starboard while we were roaming about this area. So we've seen 2 in this area.
Fantastic. We have
Coming
apparently
up with
seen
a
2
camera?
of these guys. Was it the same type?
It was a sponge on a stalk.
Okay.
Does that help?
It does, actually.
All right.
Thank you. Was it
Yep.
about the size?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
I would say it was about this size.
Oh, it looks like we have something small inside there.
Lovely structure. Very beautiful.
Nice shot, Lars.
I feel like
Sticking
I'm
up into the
bouncing a
water
bit.
column.
See what
Trying
we
to
do
get a
with
little
those
extra
lights?
current through its
Lights.
pores there to
You got
filter
your
out
left
some
toe
food.
down, your right still
Refer to
hovering.
the
That's
fog
your
light?
bouncing
Yeah.
probably.
Lars, you ready for some fog? Video wants to see what it does for it.
Yeah, go ahead for fog.
Coming on.
Is that full zoom video?
That is full zoom.
Ooh, I like that. Is there something inside? The sponge?
A snail or a... Well, I really can't tell.
Going with polychaete worm.
Polychaete. Okay. It could be.
From the guy who said sponge on a stick earlier, so take it with a grain of salt.
It might be. A lot of times these sponges provide habitat for a lot of small invertebrates. So sometimes they're
Sure, if
shrimp,
we were to bring it
sometimes
up, there'd
they're
be plenty of salt
polychaete,
on it.
sometimes they're brittle stars. It really just depends. And I can't
Going
quite
out
get
for full
a good enough
session.
angle on there,
Copy
but
that.
it's something in there.
All
Let
right,
me know if you
pilots.
want me to
There's
tilt down
something in the
a little.
lower pore too.
You ready for this move now?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Can we just rotate left? I
Fun
want
to
to
see.
illuminate
Sometimes all you see in these
section.
sponges are just like
Copy
tiny little
that.
brittle star
Coming
arms peeking
down.
out.
Coming to port a little.
Bridge, RV nav.
Rotating to
There's a
port.
coral back in there or something.
Yes, ship move, please. 20 meters, 20 meters,
Ooh, look at
bearing
that,
300 degrees, 0.2 knots.
There we go. Come over.
Looks like, is that a black science? Is that a black coral?
Good copy.
Sort of looks like it has a
Thank you,
black
Bridge.
stem.
Feel free to zoom in more if you got it video. If
That
not,
is
I can try and get you a little closer.
Tilt down.
I was
Coming
just about to
down.
ask. So we
Okay,
have a little
coming back
octocoral
a
back
little.
here.
Can hold right there.
So I like our new controls. I have very fine focus control now.
I feel like I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I don't know if you're noticing that as well, video.
Just a minor amount. Like when we're tight on this, you know, I'm not seeing it at all the time, so just every now and again.
Okay.
Is that a single cell organism at the bottom?
Come down.
Seen a
Are
biophore?
you
Is that what it's
talking like
called?
right at on the ground?
Yeah,
or-
that, is it the
Pilots, ship move is in.
Copy that.
video is clear? Pulling out.
Right.
Pulling focus. to
Yeah,
the
some
sponge.
distance to go. I'm assuming we've seen the squat lobster.
We have not.
Oh. Well, if you wanna, I got a few seconds before.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's dead center. He'd already lined up for the shot. Coming over a little bit to starboard. And you can Take as you will, video.
That is
No, I can.
maximum.
Copy. You want me
It's
to,
just this one.
I don't know how much I can scoot in closer
I
without
think,
getting in front of that sponge.
That angle is best we're going to get that guy.
Copy that.
There's another coral on the top, a soft one.
Yep. Do you see that? When I come up, I'll kind of path over to the starboard, and we can probably come in and swoop into that. Looks like I have a little bit of tether, co-pilot.
Yeah, you have a little bit. A little further. Your fog lights are still on, you guys.
Yep, we can bring those off. I'm starting to see a flare off of the sponge caused by those.
I'm assuming there was no interest in grabbing that sponge, correct?
Didn't sound like it.
In general, earlier they mentioned if any sponge we wanted to collect would always be appreciated.
Okay.
So you always check with them.
Copy that.
You see the little pink guy?
Ooh, rolling colors are not my forte.
Bottom left. Has a
Bottom
soft squishy.
Are you talking about the sea cucumber here?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to kind of hover over if you want to start taking some as I come over.
Sure. I'll zoom in if you fly by your other cameras.
Copy. Go ahead.
I'll just keep it, track it as you go around.
Yeah.
There's a little holding.
Copy. Coming up a little bit, trying to get him back. Oop, I think I got a toe down. If you want to come out for a second, video. Thanks. Let me just scoot up a little bit. Get used to these controls again.
And maybe when you can use the autos once you're more comfortable.
Go ahead. Yeah, let me just double check that. Yeah, our current time off bottom, plus or minus a little setup time, is 18:25, so an hour and 17 minutes on bottom. Hey, pilots.
All right, Matt, what do we have here?
I got a request from Fernando to conduct some DVL maneuvers, so he can record the logs.
Toggle on.
Copy that.
So it'll be up to you
like a
to decide who wants to do it.
Cucumber,
but he'll just need some, auto XY, push forward, push back, hold position,
guys,
flying maneuvers.
Basically vacuum up the seafloor.
The estimate's about 15 minutes, so we just need to get that in at some
for
point
them
here.
to eat.
Okay.
And
we could do it when the
then get rid of it
out after the recent ship move.
Yeah.
They're really interesting.
Anything in particular
We've
you want
gotten
to
some
look at,
footage
Roland?
over the years
No, I
of
just want to.
the mouth of them where you can see basically the way that they eat the food off the seafloor is these little appendages that go out and
Go
are
ahead,
basically
Bridge.
like 5 little fingers that bring it back
Roger,
into their
thank
mouth.
you.
It's like fingers on fingers. It's
Move
almost like a
complete.
tree.
Yep.
It's amazing.
They look very similar to like trying to think, like kind of like a octocoral with those pinnate tentacles a little bit, but they're very different.
I think Bobby put it well yesterday. The fractals.
Yes, they
Fractaling.
do.
Nature.
A little too
Nature at work.
All right, so those things that are around them are likely xenophyrophores. All those little,
See, that,
they look
that
like
makes me
rocks from a
feel like
distance,
I'm
but they've
lifting
got
off
lots
a
of
lot
holes in them.
faster. Oh,
They're
geez.
likely
Okay.
xenophyrophores.
Copy
What's that?
They are a...
What is what?
Oh, you're going to test me on
Oh,
this.
sorry, I thought.
I think of the right way to explain this.
Xeno. That sounds very
How do
alien.
you feel about the swing, co-pilot? Do you think we're ready to try and do some of those maneuvers?
Yeah, I don't think Sirius has moved much yet.
Okay.
So I guess it depends on what the maneuvers are, which I'm unsure of.
It was just, a few meters forward,
Okay,
a few
so
meters back.
I had to confirm something on my handy dandy Google.
I'm going to pull back a little bit towards you, maybe?
They are a single cellular organism.
I wonder if he's wanting
in the deep sea. And
flatter
they are
bottom,
a group of
but we might not get that here.
It's probably just going to get worse, right?
Yeah.
So that's one cell, or is that a colony?
I'll come back a little bit.
I believe
so
it
Fernando,
is
if you
one
can hear
cell.
me in the dry lab, we're ready for the
Multinucleate
test
unicellular organism.
on your presence in the control room.
It is absolutely amazing.
One single cell, everyone. With
that
multiple
gives us delta
nuclei.
about 13. That's pretty good.
It's hard to fathom that.
Okay, I'm going to go into auto depth, auto XY.
The weird things we see in the deep sea.
Foraminiferans are a pretty incredible group of organisms in general.
Okay.
A lot of times we see them up in the plankton, or in many cases in areas where you have soft sediment on the seafloor. If you were to take that sediment and put it under a microscope, a large chunk of them are actually foraminiferous shells.
Co-pilot?
Yes. You can do some paleoclimatology with those too.
Absolutely.
The happy little forams that were swimming in the ocean in the years past, the little shells will fall to the bottom and sink into the sediment and get covered up.
And auto XY.
Someone can come along and take a core of
altitude,
like a solid tube of dirt coming up and count the years back and see what kind of forams lived in the ocean at that time period.
I'll keep coming back.
Yeah, I'll rotate my camera
So those
down a little bit.
xenophyophores are found in all of the major ocean basins of the world.
Turn my head just a
And
tiny bit. I think that's
they are
pretty
typically
center.
in areas where you do have lots of
What would you like me to
carbon
do,
flux,
Fernando?
or basically transport of energy from the surface of the ocean down to the deep sea. So below productive waters, which would certainly qualify in this area in the Sargasso Sea.
Sargasso. What a fun seaweed, I guess you would call it. We've been sailing through that for the past few days. There's big mats of this Sargasso that float together. You may have seen it on the beaches around your state, if you have oceans around your state. And it has little nematocysts, or floating balls full of air that keep it afloat at the surface. And it's a great habitat for lots of little sea creatures. We think that
so you're talking like
sea
full
turtles,
for like a kind
baby
of
sea
one?
turtles will come and shelter in there after they hatch from the beaches. We believe that the American eel comes out to the Sargasso Sea to spawn and mate, kind of the opposite of what a salmon would do.
Do you want me to try and put my nose into the current, or do you want it to be
everyone's favorite, the seahorse?
Directed at me?
And little cryptic creatures that will hide in there and almost look like the sargassum itself. So lots of fun things to see in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, I think it's coming from
230.
my starboard.
Roger that. You may proceed.
So
pilots, ship is
maybe like a
changing head 10 degrees.
345 maybe. Co-pilot, do you agree with that?
Sorry, I was listening to Nav.
Like a 335, 345
for upslope?
For a current. I think it's kind of coming down at me from my starboard. Just looking at the particles.
Pilots, be aware, Serial's camera is full wide.
Copy.
Understood.
Yeah, we have a Delta 12.
Delta 12, 14. So you could go center.
Okay, so I'm currently in auto depth and auto XY holding.
It's been 6 minutes since the ship move completed.
Thanks, Nav.
Yep. Yep, I will come down and I will tag something with my lasers.
I'm going to rotate.
You may also want to just push out, get some distance too.
Push out like towards the wall?
Yeah, towards the wall rather than coming down.
Yeah, D2.
Gotcha.
Sirius is probably still drifting just a hair.
Yeah, good call. Okay, pushing forward a little. I have that white object. Video, do you mind zooming in right in the rocks here in front of me? There is a lighter color object. I think I can get that centered. Lasers are currently off, so I will do left for lasers. Just out far enough so I can see the lasers. Oh, I can see the lasers. I'm pretty far away.
Yeah, you.
Okay, coming in. And then over to... Why are the lasers on the left side of my camera? Shouldn't they be centered?
They should. Is it so far out that there's a small...
Maybe. I'll push forward a little more.
Could it be the angle of the rock?
Maybe. Altitude's 5 meters. Cool.
So yes,
we're gonna hold there.
45 degrees. You're kind of centered up.
Come over a little bit. We'll focus on this guy. Yeah. If you could come in again, video. How about that? If we center around this little guy, and then see where we drift. Does that work for you, Fernando?
Permission to zoom in on Sirius?
Yep, okay. I currently have auto depth, auto XY, auto heading.
Yeah. They're going into autos. I think we might want the wide view for now, if that's okay.
I was thinking if you had Sirius tied on it, then you might see any additional movement.
Yes, pilot. If the what's that? I think they're okay for now. And Sirius might be moving too, so it might mess us up more. But thank you. It's a good thought.
Yeah, I mean, it moved, what, maybe 10 centimeters? Yeah, that's pretty good strong.
Just position yourself so you can do a move. How comfortable do you feel moving forward maybe, I don't know, like those 5 meters right there?
Which 5 meters?
So step size right now for the forward. So if you
Yeah. 5 meters forward. Decimal 3. Video, if you could come full out, please. Full wide.
I guess, so if I push this, start moving, if you take control with the stick, this will disengage. Right
Okay.
away. So let's just test that.
Oh, okay.
You can push that.
Okay.
And then when you push the stick, this will stop.
Sounds good.
Test that, so push back.
Yeah. I'll go back. D2 is moving, and you want me to push forward?
Yep.
Okay, push forward, and it stops.
Okay, so
Excellent.
if you feel that we're getting too close, you can just push on the stick.
Okay. I'm gonna center myself up first in Sirius. Come up a tad. Delta 15. Alright, and you want to go forward?
We can also do it going back.
Okay. You got me, what, 45 degrees? Yeah, I think we can go forward 5 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
Okay, are you ready for that? Let me get lined up. Yes, I'll go forward 5 meters. Does it need to be 5? We could drop that down to like 3, right? If we're worried about time. Would you prefer the 5 meters?
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter how fast it moves. We can drop it down to 15. Alright, so the current was still in the same current, right?
Yes, it looks like it. Copy that. And I will click the forward once, which should move me forward 3 meters at 0.3 meters per second. Correct? Sounds good. Okay, 5 seconds. And going forward. 1 click. D2 is moving. Yep, it's going, and it looks like it is completed. And D2 stop. Nice. Hands off. Lasers are still on, yes. I can try and move the camera up and down to find them. I don't either. Okay. Yes, I am completely hands off. Our depth has not changed. Heading is pretty on point. Pretty solid.
And then that's the thing, like, we only moved to 3 meters. Did you feel like it was going forward, or it was going slightly?
It was definitely going forward, yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing for the lateral. So
Okay.
set size 3, set size point. I guess do a little bit bigger move, maybe like 5 lateral.
Okay.
And then 0.3
Decimal 3.
probably.
All right. I'm gonna go to starboard this time, I believe. It looks like we have a little more room over to starboard. Or actually, we just came from port, right? So we already know what's over there, so that we know that there isn't any large objects. Co-pilot, if I start getting kind of out, I shouldn't get out of your screen, but if I do, feel free to follow me around with your head.
As muted. Understood.
So 1724, let's start that.
1724, copy that. Going to port 5 meters at a speed of 0.3 meters per second. Okay, going now. Started the move. D2 is moving. You see the swing arm jump on the starboard side, co-pilot?
I think that might be from the vortex of the thruster.
Copy.
Lateral. I think we've seen that before.
Okay, the move is complete. D2 has stopped. Looks like it's coming back to, the air is coming back to 0. It didn't appear to move forward or back at all, but it's kind of hard to tell with the slope.
But from here, at least.
Yeah, from here it looked pretty good. The fast.
So, yeah, so you're going to position yourself where you feel comfortable.
Okay.
You're going to go, I guess, right now.
Yeah, I'll go fast to starboard and then see it stop, and then I'll do fast reverse and see it stop.
So let me just write the 15
Copy that.
So you're going to go to stop.
Yes. And I will try and make it only a starboard move.
Okay, and you're gonna let me know when you let go of the stick.
Yes. Okay. How about this? I'll go hard over for 3 seconds, and I will start at...
The test part when you let go.
Okay.
At that point, so just tell me.
So I'll start at 26, 25, and I'll hold it for 3 seconds, and then I will tell you when I let go. Okay, so starting at 26, 25, going over hard. 2, 3. Okay. So I'm hard over now, and I will let go at 40. 1, 2, I let go, hands off.
Right there we're seeing some oscillation, right? It's oscillating like this a little bit. Yeah, and the oscillation is not strong, or maybe a little bit. It's oscillating for it, I don't know. I guess oh no, it's actually oscillating more and more. So 17, 20. Okay, and the same thing forward and a little bit more.
Okay, I'm just going to push forward so that I can run backwards. Do this.
So you're gonna do it back coming down.
I will do it backwards if that's alright with you. Co-pilot, feel free to tilt down if you see me starting to get out of your screen.
Understood.
Okay, we have a Delta 13. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to start coming back now. I am full back, full reverse. The vehicle is moving. And I will let it go at 55. Off stick. How much time do we have on bottom?
We have about 57 minutes left. You got a little more time here.
Okay. Let me know when we switch.
Yeah, you got another like 10 minutes, and then Sean can take the remainder.
Copy.
Take some more too.
All right, no problem. All right.
More too if you want, Lars. You just kind of spent a good bit floating, so.
You said we have 50 minutes left?
57 minutes left on bottom. So if you go about 10 more, then Sean gets the final 47.
Copy that. All right, video and watch leads, we are back with you. Go ahead and come down a little bit, and we will reacquire bottom and start moving.
Follow. It came up maybe 5 meters in the winch.
Copy. Watch lead, you are very quiet. I don't know if that's on my side or yours.
Is that better?
Yes, that is much better.
Would you mind explaining to the audience what you guys were working on, engineering-wise?
So we were working on testing our autos. So we have a page on our GUI that allows us to move forward at a set distance and a set speed. We also can do turns, and we can also do lateral movements. So the test we just did there was to see how the software was reacting to what the vehicle was actually seeing down at depth, especially with a current and the other factors that the ocean floor provides that a tank may not.
Thank you.
Alright, camera, Sirius back to about 4 or 5 degrees.
Cover that.
Delta.
You guys want another move?
I think so. I think we should keep climbing if possible. Do you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
20 meters, 300.
Tracks.
Right. Watch leads video.
Bridge,
Feel free to call
RVNav.
out anything that looks relatively
Yes, we'd
new.
like another ship move, please. Same as the last. 20 meters, bearing 300 degrees, 0.2 knots.
And
I want to take a look at that.
That's a good copy.
fan
Thanks,
coral,
Bridge.
top
Sure.
center.
let me
Get
come
a-
back up, and I can come back over to the starboard side of it and maybe get a
Yeah.
better view.
Ship move in.
Copy that. We got a few minutes before Sirius starts to feel that.
Sirius cam 30.
Copy. I know we just tested the autos. Those are pretty smooth. Let's see how they do. Feel free to come in a little bit, video, if you'd like.
So you're going to do this with autos, or?
Yeah, I'm in autos right now.
Okay, let's see how stable it is. Partial.
Okay, coming up with the camera. It does appear that we're drifting a bit.
A little more.
Copy. Gonna swing over a little. Try and get it centered. We want good image of this video on this wing.
Lasers
All right.
off.
Feel free to come out. I'll come and get a tow down.
We could do a little bit with the autos to see how well it's doing. It's a good
Okay, autos are back in.
good method to test the autos for times when you can't sit down.
There we go. So I am in autos. We are drifting. I'll bring it back a little. So this is going to be autos with a little pilot assistance.
So the joystick overrides the autos when there's a command given?
So, yeah, if you put a command in and then you hit it with the joystick manually, it will kick it out of whatever move it was previously commanded. However, yeah, nope, that's right.
So what if you use the screen controls? Does it stay and then you can bump left and right, or is that big controls in the screen?
Sorry, say that again, video?
My question is, with your controls of your touch screen, if you use those, are those big commands, or do those allow you to, just bump a...
So we have pretty fine control over those, so you can set it for however many meters you want, the speed, forward, lateral, vertical, and you can also change your heading. So,
Okay, we're ready for a tight zoom, or you stay
yeah, go ahead. I think so.
Let's see what the autos do. It's a crisp, tight zoom.
Yep.
bouncing around there.
Yeah, a little bit of a rock. Looks like it might be oscillating a little bit. Oh, he took down the
It's a great shot. You can see all the little polyps and their tentacles coming out, searching for food in the water column so they can ingest it. Each little bump there is its own individual creature.
Is this something we'd like a sample of?
I think we're good. I don't think we need to
Video's clear.
pluck the flower.
Copy that.
I don't know how we're doing on time, but upper right off starboard, I saw a soft coral just came into view.
Copy.
Just on the
On
back
that
side
ridge.
of that coral, that big boulder in front of us. Now just
I
going to
see it.
center.
Go ahead, Bridge. Thank you, Bridge.
Might get a view on it from the opposite side. Might give a good view of the ROV on Sirius cam.
Okay, coming up and over. So you want me to turn so Sirius can see it as well?
Yeah, 45 degrees, or if you have the tether and the.
So the current's pushing the tether over to port, so I'll come over here, try and give you a decent view. Okay. You might be able to see it with Sirius now. It's kind of tucked in there though.
Yeah, if you want to do a quick zoom video, you can from the Sirius
And
video.
Nev, if you could keep an eye on the time so that we switch to the right time. That'd be great.
Roland, were you talking about the pink one bottom right? The Anthomastus?
Yes, it was the Anthomastus that I was looking for, the one that's in the lower right now.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for the other guy.
I think that's what it's called, but don't hold me to
You're
it.
talking about this one here, getting into center now?
Center, correct.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing.
This is a really good zoom on the HD2.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sirius doesn't have the same stabilization the D2 does. You almost need a
Interesting, we would put this
tertiary
camera on
vehicle.
the ROV next week.
That ship move is complete.
Copy.
So that's max zoom on Sirius now. Want me to zoom in on ROV, or are you still working your way in?
I can. I was just holding there. I didn't want to go in to get a tow because you were looking at it with Sirius.
No, I was actually looking at the ROV with Sirius.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to get the get this little guy.
Pulling Sirius out. Full wide.
That is a very nice example of an Anthomastus. Always a fan favorite.
Excellent.
Bright
job,
pinks
Matt.
and
Good call out.
big polyps sticking out with all their arms.
Gonna sneak in a little bit here, video, see if I can get a tow. Is this of interest to sample?
Those squishies are difficult.
It's also closing in on time for you guys to swap if you want.
Copy.
if a sample does come up, though, you're more than welcome to give it to me.
Okay, still pushing in?
Yeah. Are we trying to go for a beauty shot?
Yeah, keep pushing in. I'm keep tracking focus. Again, I think this is a good test for the autos.
This is me flying. This isn't autos.
Oh, that explains it. Take that either way. It's a pro or a con.
I don't know if that's you're saying I was doing well, or if you're.
It's in your own mind. Do you think you're doing well?
Well, obviously.
Obviously. You're talking pro level.
All right. Feel free to take her. Come in and out as you need it.
45 minutes left on bottom.
Focusing on the center of the...
You want me to come down or come up to that center of the...
That's good there.
Copy.
Beauty shot. Bring the blacks down to bring out more detail.
Understood.
We like to call these mushroom corals. can kind of see similarity with a nice stalk sticking into the ground there, and kind of a nice cap on top, the polyp sticking out.
Okay, I'm going to change my zoom to super slow, and we're going to do a slow zoom out.
Copy.
While we're stable, I'm going to zoom Sirius in while keeping the ROV slowly zooming out. So, Copilot, if you could just keep the ROV somewhat centered.
More centered than it is now.
Yeah.
Understood. I'll do a little rotate.
Or slow down the Sirius zoom. Okay, bring up the blacks on the ROV.
Sirius view always looks terrifying when you're zoomed in.
Yep, that is now max zoom on Sirius. Bring the iris up on the ROV.
I think it's time, pilot.
Copy that. Right, video when you're clear.
Zooming Sirius out slowly. Still zooming out on the ROV, and ROV's max wide.
Copy. Are you clear, video?
Yep, video's clear.
Alright, coming up.
Sirius is full wide.
Understood.
I would say that was reasonable.
The autos? Adequate.
Alright. I'll just pull you off the bottom a little bit here, Sean, then we can switch over.
Take your time.
Alright. Okay. I'll go ahead and put you in autos now. Auto depth, auto XY. I'll make sure it settles out. And then let's switch.
I do. Copilot request just upper from center round gray object on rock.
D2 camera.
D2 main.
Yeah, stand by. Let me get out of autos. Alright, lead me again, video.
Straight above lasers. Top third of the screen, round circular on rock.
Where are my lasers at? Straight above.
The lasers are not on, but if they were.
Oh. Alright, lasers. Oh, circle object?
Yep, circular object.
Understood. Lasers on for measurement. Looks good. Lasers off.
Gonna come up a little bit, pilot.
Understood.
I believe that is a type of trumpet sponge. Some beautiful structure on there.
Alright, video, if you want, you can come on in. I'm gonna try it. see. Auto heading joy lock. I love having the joy lock on the joystick.
Okay, if you want to slowly tilt down and look at what's hiding underneath.
Understood. Just go all the way to the base?
Yeah, just slowly.
Yeah.
As slow as your controls will allow.
I think that's about as slow as we got. Any slower and it does the jitteriness.
Okay.
It does seem a little fast though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a crinoid?
Looks like a crinoid to video.
I would say it's a crinoid, yeah. Hiding behind the sponge there. Have a little feathered arm sticking out.
Say again, video?
One more tilt down. There's another creature below. On a stick. We call that in video terms, critter on a stick.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay.
No one corrected you, so it must be accurate.
Pulling out wide. Shrimp hiding in the top.
Pilot, this is Watch Lead.
Hey, Watch Lead, go ahead.
At some point, I think we will want to collect one of those pork bun looking sponges.
Pork bun, just the little globular sponge things on the...
Yeah, the ones with the little dots on top.
Okay, understood. Is there one of interest in view?
Whatever one you think will work.
Okay, sounds good. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to have a quick combo.
And this ship is stationary, correct? Has been for a while.
Yeah, the move was completed at 17:36, 12 minutes ago.
Excellent.
Okay. Let's see.
Pilot,
Yeah, go ahead.
it doesn't necessarily have to be right here. We've seen plenty of them this whole time.
I can go for one if you want. If not, we can keep trekking uphill. Up to you.
I think whenever we say we'll see another one, we never end up seeing another one. We're in a safe position here and ready to sample if you are.
There's a lot in view. Up to you, Watch Lead. Take time to sample or keep going?
Let's do it. Let's sample.
All right. I might just go on this edge over here. Like maybe that one. It's kind of away from the bigger ones.
Are you going for these small sponges?
Yeah, Watch Lead, dead center. Is that kind of what you're looking for, where lasers are?
Yeah, that looks ideal.
Is that okay? Great. All right, auto headings in. A little bit of joy lock. All right, co-pilot, do you think you're thinking suction sampler?
Ooh,
The idea, grab it and just kind of scrape it off, let it go in.
Yeah.
You up for that?
I am.
All right.
You're currently ramped up. You got 3.8 gallons per minute. I think that would be easier too, because trying to open the drawer in this position might be a little challenging. We'd probably have to come off the wall. And
I hope we have enough to open, just enough to get the nozzle out.
I think you do. Yeah, you should have enough. All right. We currently have a sample in 5. We'll go for 4. Okay. Go ahead and ramp up just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my monitor to HD2. Give you a good view of the I'm gonna take over Mini.
Oh yeah, that's a good deal.
I'll follow your arm first. You have hydraulics. You're good to enable.
Enabling arm. 3, 2, 1. Arm is hot.
Okay, following you down. Gonna center up with the vehicle.
I think so. Yeah, we just got to get the nozzle out of here.
Yep.
And I think we're good.
You ready for? Okay. We don't have anything in the sample boxes, but I will retract the pins anyways, just in case. You ready for the D2 drawers to come out?
Yeah, ready for it.
Coming out nice and slow. Okay. Everything looks clear.
Looks good to me.
Alright, come out a little bit more. Okay, I'll hold there. That should be reasonable.
Yeah, it should be good. Alright, I got grip force 4. I think that should be pretty good for the nozzle.
I agree.
Enough, but not too much.
Let's grab 2.
Okay.
Okay. When you're ready, I'll retract the drawer. Oh,
Ooh. Maybe it wasn't enough.
maybe a little more.
Let me try grip force 5. Alright, that's in.
Okay, when you're ready, I'll retract the drawer.
Yep, hold him there.
Coming in. The drawer is fully retracted. I'll go ahead and take Mini Zeus up a little bit and try and center it around the sample.
Sounds great.
That is good. And then feel free to have video come in or out as needed.
Yeah, video. Mini Zeus on D2, could you come in a little bit?
And you're looking to do the upper of the 2, correct?
Yeah,
right
that's
on
what
the
I
edge
was
there.
thinking.
Okay.
That looks great. Hold that video. Thank you, sir.
Alright, we'll be going into jar number 4 nav. There is no filter on this one, however I think the specimen is larger than the half-inch pieces.
Okay. When you're ready, do you want to start doing some inhale?
Yep, I'm going to start off at 600 RPM.
Are we leaving suction light off for a reason?
Going on now.
Oh.
I can
Yeah,
go
we can
ahead
get
and
suction
turn
light on, yeah.
suction light coming on. That's 5%.
I think you have to get it high and then back
That's
it
right.
down.
Get it high so it gets out of black and white, and then we can bring it back down.
You're still black and white.
Still black and white.
There you go. There's color.
Coming down. We'll hold it there. How does that look now?
Looks great to me.
Alright, currently I have a small amount of suction pilot, 600. I can go ahead and ramp up as you see fit.
Maybe go to about 1,000. I'm
Copy.
nervous once I scrape it, it might loosen pretty quick.
Increasing. We're at 1,000.
All right.
Okay, excellent. Okay, it's coming in. We're going to slowly start ramping down. And it's
In.
the dry.
in.
Okay,
Right.
suction is secure.
Spec 03. Nice job.
Excellent sample, pilot.
Nice job, pilot.
Good. Video, could you
Suction.
come out on Mini Zeus, please? I'm going to go ahead and bring the door back out, pilot, before you
Sounds good.
retract.
I think that's about where it needs to go.
Okay,
I'll
coming
hold
out with the
there.
door. I'll hold there. Nice. Door coming in. Okay. Excellent. Gonna bring the Mini Zeus back over so you can see yourself stone.
Thank you, sir.
Holding there.
And that looks good to me. Arm is coming off. 3, 2, 1. Arm is off.
Copy. Centering Mini Zeus back up between your toes, and then I'll switch the views back to Sirius Main HD. Okay. Taking back my monitor.
That looks good.
Excellent.
Video, anything you want before we keep moving?
Nothing I see in this shot that we haven't already gotten.
Great. All right. Let's keep moving forward then. Joy lock's coming out. Coming up.
Okay, ramp it down hydraulics. Back down to 400.
Watching, go ahead. I think it was 4, but my navigator.
That was jar number 4.
All right.
And we have 28 minutes left on bottom, including setup time.
Should we get moving? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
get a
Pretty
little more.
close. Looking down at you. 3.8.
Yeah, I'd suggest maybe a 30 this time, and this will probably be our last move.
Let's do it.
Copy.
Sounds good, man.
What, still 300?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
Yeah,
right.
that looks great to me.
I'm lined up 300 now, pilot. Coming up as you do.
Let's just do some zigs and zags.
Bridge, RV Nav. Standby 1. Dive Super just walked in. Thanks.
So something I'd sort of like to see with your autos is if we find a some type of a coral or something standing up off the surface, how
Oh, a
it will-
fish.
oh, yeah. Just follow fish.
Let's see.
Would be if
This is there.
how you fly into it and
20
around it.
centimeters. Looks good. So I have auto XY in right now. So that works. Coming out. So Roland, you were saying again, you'd like to see what with autos?
Yeah, this may be a good subject. So zoom into it and then use your autos to push into it while using your nips to make sure that you're not going to bump something.
Pilots, Nav.
Go ahead.
We've been instructed by Dive Soup that we're going to come up a little bit early. The sea state is starting to build. We've seen about 20 knot sustained winds for the last hour. And with engineering tasks mostly complete for today, we're just going to pull a little bit early for safety of the vehicles. We're going to do about 10 more minutes of bottom time here, and then we'll come up about 10 minutes early.
Copy that.
Okay. Sounds good.
So,
Okay. Hey, pilot, after that fish, there's a nice candelabra style coral on the left off screen that looks pretty cool.
Off screen.
I think it was back
Port
here,
side.
sir. Oh, sorry.
Port side?
It just came into screen in the middle of the screen back there. So
Oh,
go
in
with the fish first.
Back. You want to see fish real quick?
Yeah, and what I was suggesting is if we could zoom into the fish and see how your autos help you to track it from a distance moving in towards it.
Alright, so we're in autos. I need to bring my step size way down or else. Just kind of fly around, auto XY and stuff. Alright, so I'm in full autos.
Okay, you ready for me to zoom center on fish?
Let me center up in auto heading. Okay. I'll adjust camera.
So this will, because he's so far away, this will be amplified. See how smooth the autos are for it.
Alright, here comes one. Ooh, it's kind of jittery, huh?
Yeah. Hold on a little bit.
Alright, let me try again. Let me bring it down even more. Oh, the step rate I had very high. So I put the step size down, but I didn't adjust the step rate. So actually, let's try that again. Alright, video, you want to try this again?
Okay, zooming in. Okay. And you
Stepping
move in and I'll
forward.
track his focus.
So I'm doing a little rotate, right? But besides heading and camera, let's do another step. I think it's finished.
This will be one of the hardest tests for the system because now you've got a moving target that you're trying to keep centered from a distance.
So it's stopped right now. Right now I'm just rotating the support. And video's starting to get a little off our beaten track swivel.
Pull out.
About 5 minutes left on bottom.
Get that coral.
Alright. Ooh, I feel high, but altitude's 1.5.
Yeah, you're a little bit up.
We'll use the low light to bring Sirius or the ROV looking better. Notice the lens focus off to the side.
Altitude in.
Lens is different.
So I can do vertical 0.5, save.
So you want to zoom in and then
meter.
So we'll zoom in and then you fly in towards it.
Yeah.
With your autos when you're ready.
So camera going down. Alright, if you want to zoom in.
Okay.
If you're going to be moving forward, I'm just going to swing my head around to get you a little more.
Okay, sounds good. Step of 2 meters. Or
Copy.
decimal 2 meters. Be biased. Alright, rolling. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to be off camera, off tilt, and stepping forward.
I think you'll have to keep the tilt on the camera.
Yeah, to adjust it. That I can do. Alright, another forward. So this will be a 0.5 meter total. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best use for it. Maybe if you were lined up better, more. I'm kind of rotating as I approach. Maybe if it was a straight shot, it might be a little more.
More towards trying to come up with a sort of difficult test for it, just to see what the capabilities are.
Yeah.
What the limitations are.
The altitude's cool though. So to change.
All right, pilots. I think it's time to
set up.
Yeah, as soon as you're done with this coral, to start setting up.
All right, sounds good.
Copy that. I'll go ahead and start getting ready to stow. swing arms.
I'll center up.
Okay, you're coming out? Alright, I'll start stowing.
I'll center to you. I won't come up too much.
Okay.
Just to give you a better view.
Video, the lights on D2 are going to be adjusted.
Copy.
Okay, upper swing arms need to be fully up. And stowed. Good. Lower swing arms are fully outboard.
Auto heading's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah. Stow.
Alright, I'm in all autos there. Let's see how it does.
After that, sample boxes, retract the pins, retract the drawer. Things are outboard.
Let's see, and I'm looking, 90 from where I have to be?
Did we lose the port rail cam?
It is out, yeah. You can use the PTZ. You get an okay view.
Yeah. Of the shilling?
Oh, for the shilling?
Yeah.
I was thinking the light bar. You might just have to do your best. I don't think you have a great view without that port rail.
Yeah.
For the...
Yeah, we used it for the white balance and then nothing else, right? That looks reasonable.
So, yeah, it should be good then, because that was done pre... It's going to keep sending to your screen.
Okay.
Let's see. So I need to come... Sirius needs to turn.
So I need to turn to port slightly to line up with the ship, right?
Yeah.
And
then that means I have to...
No, starboard, excuse me.
You're going to face the direction of the ship.
Oh, yeah, sorry, port. That was right. Yeah.
And then I'm going to... If I rotate this way, that's going to give me a positive turn, right? Yeah, so I need to go...
you want to go to port as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to come up, you come underneath me, we'll get the turns out, and then we'll stretch out?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll slowly back to you.
Okay, I'm coming up, currently delta of 11. I'll tilt my camera down to keep you in frame as you come by. I'll go to a delta Z of about 18.
Copy that.
I'm there now, a little bit over with 19.
I've auto depth in, altitude 6.
Sirius camera 75.
Looks pretty good. Alright.
Continuing down, looking down at 80. I'll have you keep sliding back a little bit more. 85, 87. That's 90 degrees, so if you center up on my screen, you should be directly below me.
Alright.
When you're ready, we'll both come to port.
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, coming to port.
Tether looks good. Alright, so you're lined up. I'm going to keep going.
Okay. I am lined up. Just about. Yep, I am at 0 turns. If you continue.
And that's almost there. Alright.
Okay.
Looking good.
I'll continue to look down and follow you as you push out.
Pushing forward.
All right, calling you off bottom.
Good
That's
copy.
it.
Okay, I'm looking back. 101, that's max for me.
For anybody watching at home,
Gonna increase your oxalate a little bit just so we get a better view of you when you come up and
we are
around.
gonna
Sounds good.
call the dive a little early
Okay,
today to
you're out
avoid
of
some
view.
higher waves
Try
and
and follow
winds.
you around with the PTZ.
We're going to leave the bottom now. Thank you for tuning in on a Saturday. Big thanks to our partners at the Global Foundation for Ocean Exploration for their
Kind of
amazing ROV work and camera work today.
Push forward.
And we will see you another time. We hopefully will be diving again.
Okay, I got you in the PTZ.
In the coming week.
Right as I
We
get
had a
doing
great
that. Yeah.
success this last week, getting a lot of engineering objectives done. So
All right, excellent.
tune in.
6, 7
We will
looks
talk to you
good.
soon. Thank you.
Gonna bring my camera up a little bit more. To about 45.
Just doing auto depth. I'm gonna get my Z bias. Yeah, and screws up. All right, Delta.
Hey, Roland, we're
8.
getting off bottom here. Can this stuff wait?
Might need to push out a little bit. Looks like we got some slack.
Yeah, about 40 forward. All right, when you're ready, I'll come out of auto depth and initiate Z bias.
Copy that. Ready to go.
All right, auto depth's out. Z bias is in.
I'll let you ramp up a little bit, and then I will catch up with the winch.
65 there, going up. Delta 4. About 30 out.
Bridge, ROV nav.
Okay, it's starting to come up on the winch.
ROVs are off bottom. Thank you.
I'll slow down a hair. Let you catch up.
Copy.
I got above you, coming back down.
Ramping up.
Way high. Stand
Sorry,
by.
wait a second before I started. Okay, settled in 30, 31 meters per minute.
Coming back down.
Copy. Ooh, wait, what's that?
Fix your winch. Fix your winch. All stop.
Sorry,
You're paying out.
that was my mistake. With that coming up. Thank you, Nev.
Alright, good views and tail cams. I'm in auto depth, maintaining, pushing forward a little bit. Wait for you to catch up to me. Alright, we're back in view.
Okay, 30 meters per minute.
Alright, we're coming up. Added auto depth, Z bias is in. Looks good. Nav, good eyes. Alright, Delta 4, 5.